of here. Fucking. Oh, no. Oh. Well, that was all live. Fun. That's why I had Ganon there. All right.
There we go.
All right. We're back up. Okay. Please show up on stream, chat, because I don't want to fucking deal with that again. All right. You got your phone too?
Yeah. Got one over here.
Got plenty of... Got a big old table going on here. Table situation. Let me take a picture of this.
Yeah. There, get the plastic wrap out of the way.
Yeah. Unless you want me to get you in it.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I figured. I'm gonna tweet out the stream.
Yeah.
Shmi yo.
Oh, I didn't realize I was wearing my work shirt today.
Heretic.
Heretic. I did it, Wardy. I turned myself into a heterosexual. I'm Heretic.
God damn it. Oh, look, 0 viewers.
Hey! I deserve that.
That was perfect. Oh my god. All right, Ryan, you go ahead and start. What do we got going on?
We're going to play Heretic.
Yes.
Which is quite possibly the greatest shooter ever made.
That's right.
Doom was really good, but you know what? This is pretty fucking awesome, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing it on Black Plague Possesses the difficulty. Which, Heretic's unique. It has 2 max difficulties. So there's Thou Art a Smite Meister, which is more of like a survival form of the game. There's not as many enemies, but they are still quite tough, and you get less ammo on all your ammo pickups.
Ooh.
Black Plague, there's more enemies, and they're just as tough as Smite Meister, but you also get more ammo, so it's more... You get more shooty, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it's, the game is basically... It's Doom, but magic as wizards.
Yeah, I mean, it's made in the Doom engine. It's absolutely a shooter. I guess the only thing that is really super different is that they added an items bar, so you can pick up various items as you go through, and they can be activated, and they all have different effects. So. And that was a big thing too, because if you notice at the very beginning, they show that book. That is the Tome of Powers, one of the more iconic activated items. So every weapon in the game has an alternate attack that it'll do when the Tome of Power is active.
Jesus. So and you're
yeah, the big man.
Slowly.
Oh God!
You skipping leg day? You skipping arm day? You
skipping day?
You skipping gym? Bro, let's go to the gym. Bro. So you're very, very good at this game.
It is unlikely I will even get close to dying once during this entire first episode. But, you know, I can still make a fool of myself, so let's see if I can do that.
Yep. Oh, thank God it's actually shown up. Jamesy says, what are you cool guys doing today? Heretic, made in the Doom engine. It's not pre-Doom, right? It's after Doom?
Yeah, it's actually after Doom 2 came out.
Yeah, it's a really, really fucking cool Doom type of game made by the people who did Doom. And Ryan fucking loves it and the franchise, because after this is Hexen.
Yep,
and
Hexen's also very good.
I saw sequels to Hexen and Heretic.
Yeah, they kind of branched off story-wise, so, and that was just because there was kind of a confusion about what should come next after, after Hexen was through. Because Hexen was not super popular because the puzzles that they put in it were a little cryptic, so some people didn't really enjoy that. And some people absolutely loved it, so it was pretty divisive. So they made Heretic 2 in the Quake engine, which was an attempt to be a little bit more action-y, but still have, like, a story. And then Hexen 2 is a hot mess, and we don't talk about that.
Yeah, but yeah, we're using our this is our first go at using our lap desk thing for keyboard and mouse on the couch.
It is very comfortable.
Jamesy says, "Sweet, will you be playing Doom Eternal?"
Um,
I haven't even played through the first new one.
Me either.
I got caught up in the collecting of stuff and trying to find all the secrets, and I was like, man, this isn't what this game is about. I mean, it is, but there's too much like collectible stuff that I want to do, but I get bored of it. But I still want to do it.
Yeah, secret hunting is still very prominent in this game as
Yeah.
well. So, and this is being played on the GZ Doom source port. So one of the things they add is a secret monster counter in the top left. So if you are a completionist, it will tell you if you need to leave the level yet or not.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen Ryan play this and talk about this game a whole bunch, so I wanted us to be able to do this on the couch. Solid Nate says, "I love Heretic."
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
This is a great game.
Yeah, it seems really cool.
So yeah, I wanted to tell you. So the guys who helped develop this, they were big D&D. I mean, John Romero was still the executive producer, so you know, it was a shooter first before anything. But what's interesting is that the original damage values for all the weapons are based off of dice roll randomization. So the range of damage that weapons can do in this game is actually really huge compared to Doom. And even though it still just breaks down to a percentage roll when it does damage, the game's damage values were developed using like D6 damage values, D4 damage values, and they just converted that to percent when they moved on to the actual program.
That's really cool. I love shit like that. That's why I like Greedfall, just because of how it's got everything set up.
Also, thank you guys for being here for the stream. I do remember you, Solid Nate and Jamesy. You are a homie. Appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the stream.
Jeez.
Sorry, I'm somewhat busy dealing with faulty parts. Yeah.
The vape troubles.
It's just fucking leaking out. Look at that. Jeez, it's not supposed to do that. But this usually happens when I switch coils. Oh, fuck.
What shall I do or destroy them? Yeah, but it's funny when they die. I will say I am cheating a little bit though, because I'm using mouse look always on, and I have crosshair on.
What does mouse look always on mean?
So in order to look up and down, there was a button that made your character look up and down.
Gotcha.
So,
Yep, just
And,
like the first System Shock, and yep.
you know, I may have been able to do that back when I was like 5 and playing these shooters, but you know, I got old, and I also witnessed shooters that are actually, you know, designed with modern controls. And I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't want to go back.
Yeah,
I only want to enjoy the view.
don't put me back in the bad place.
Yeah. It's no, like, the fact that you came up on games like these is no wonder that you love Kingsfield.
Oh yeah.
Makes perfect sense. Which, next video that comes out should be at Kingsfield. And after that, it's, the recordings after this next video coming out are gonna be the end of the Kingsfield series. So hopefully that goes well. I don't even have my headphones on. Oh shit. Do that.
Oh man, Kingsfield was so good.
Yeah.
I hope we play more of those games.
Oh yeah, I got Shadow Tower over there. We'll probably play that before we play Kingsfield 2. Oh, I ordered a game because I always get. Oh my god,
Is it a squisher?
it's a big old clot of blood. It's all coagulating and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's Disparrow's big red sponge. It's even shaped like those sponges you use to wash your dishes with.
But yeah, I ordered a game because I tend to always order a game when Oh no, Jamesy says the game audio is kind of playing over you.
Oh, I know what to do.
Turn it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because it's coming through loud on stream. Drop it down to 10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's daring.
Yeah. If I need to, I can bring it down on stream. But thank you for letting us know, Jamesy. That was what I was worried about because it was really loud earlier.
Yeah, I had the volume up to 90%, and
We were getting red peaks. Let me know if this is better. If it's not, what I'll do is I'll drop it like 10 decibels in Streamlabs, and then we can put it up about 2 more notches in game. Man, yeah, this game is really cool. I never played these games. Like any of the Dooms or Wolfensteins, none of them.
man, you missed out.
I did. What's with the lights?
Oh, my
Oh.
torch is turning off.
Yeah,
So the
It
torch item, it just makes every room maximum brightness.
that's perfectly. Jamesy says no problem, and yep, much better. All right, cool. But anyways, I ordered a game. I picked up a copy of Grandia Extreme.
Ooh.
It is technically the third Grandia game that I never played. I've played Grandia 1, 2, and 3. Nobody likes 3. Yeah, I was just shopping around. I was actually looking at a bid on eBay for a lot of 42 PS2 games. It was sitting at like $45, and it had Kingsfield, the Ancient City, and the first Drakengard in there.
Cool.
That alone is worth more than $45. That's like 60 or 70 bucks. I didn't follow it close enough, and at the last moment it shot up to 112 after like several bids.
So the reason why I stopped here is I wanted to show you a mechanic that they hid in the game. They don't actually tell you that it exists. But
Okay.
in the Doom games, there was the Shadow Sphere item, which made it so that you were semi-invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Monsters would still see you instantly, but what would happen is that when they would target the player, their aim would be skewed off by a certain amount based off of random chance, and that was it.
Okay.
And that wasn't a very popular item. It was actually considered to be a downgrade when it came to dodging projectiles because you could no longer predict where they were going to go.
Yep.
So in Heretic, they have this item called the Shadow Sphere, and when you activate it, you do become semi-invisible, but like enemies who are invisible, you also become intangible. So like these guys, they throw their axes at me and it just goes through me now.
But would magic still be able to hit you?
Yes. So magic projectiles, they don't care about whether or not you're tangible.
That is very D&D.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Because you've just become incorporeal. So that's great.
Also, unlike Doom, this game doesn't really have a BFG weapon, but there is a weapon in the game that they didn't tell anyone about. And it doesn't consistently spawn. So if you tell when the game came out, like you would tell your friends, like, oh man, I found this weird weapon and it's not like the manual or anything. And here's where I found it. And then if your friends went there, it might not spawn in their session of the game. So they'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not real.
What the fuck, man? I wanted you to date my mom.
Jesus.
That's a good video.
Yeah, but like if I go to info here, and it shows you all the hotkeys for the different weapons and what they're called.
Yep.
But there's a 7th weapon. They don't tell you what it is. It's not. They just pretend it's not there.
I love secrets in games. I think that's you loved the secrets in Kingsfield, but whenever there was like a bad secret, you were just like, this is wrong. They did this incorrectly. So I can understand your passion about secrets more. Admittedly, this game seems to have some dumb secrets.
What do you mean?
I get the impression, like you talked about the Shadow Sphere thing.
Most of the secrets are actually pretty cool. It's just that it's disappointing if like you don't know that they exist, and then you go through the game thinking that something's worthless when it actually has some cool applications.
Yeah. I'm gonna adjust the mic here.
I got some time bombs here.
So, you are... Oh, yeah, are you... Is that your fist?
Yeah, it's my left hand.
Oh.
Because Doomguy was left-handed, so, you know, Corvo has to be left-handed too.
So, is magic essentially your guns, or is it just weapons, or is there magic?
So, most of my weapons are going to be magic, but not always. So, like the staff is physical, not my gauntlets. Yeah, staff, gauntlets are magic. Amethyst wand is magic. The crossbow center bolt is magic, but the left and right ones are physical.
Okay.
Dragon claw is magic. Hellstaff is magic. Phoenix rod is not.
I guess what I mean is, are there things that are not weapons? Like spells?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a handful, but they're treated as items.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just the amount of games that were inspired by stuff like this. Like the Grimrock series, I think it's called. Well, I guess, just, it all comes from Stygian Abyss. You know that game?
Not really, no.
Yeah, Ultima Underworld Stygian Abyss was the first DOS-type game, old PC game, that had you walking around from first person, and it wasn't like walk forward once, turn left. It was real time, and you could actively hit things. Stygian Abyss was the first game to popularize and do that. Huh. I was gonna say the Jew Star, but it's not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna activate a Tome of Power here and use this thing's special ability.
What's that? Whoa, what was the special ability? Oh!
So instead of it being a rapid fire weapon, it's kind of slow firing, but each hit will consume 10 ammo and it'll make a AoE effect.
Yeah, Jesus.
Then the crossbow, you just get a whole bunch of big bolts rather than like one big one and two small.
Bruce. That's great. So, what are some other things I could talk about? So y'all are working from home now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. You wanna talk any about that?
Yeah, so it was actually kind of funny because for a long time they were like, "Nah, we're not gonna be doing work from home stuff. Don't get your hopes up. We're not doing it." And then they were like, one day it's like, "All right, let's get everybody set up for this just in case. I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, we want to be prepared. It's a good idea to always be prepared."
Mm-hmm.
And then the day after, they were like, "All right, well, take your computers home with you and call every day, and maybe we'll do it."
Mm-hmm.
And then the day came, it was just like, "Don't come back for 2 weeks." It's like, wow, okay.
Guess the boss really reined in on that one.
I guess.
It's like, well, can I do it? We'll do it. I want pictures of Spider-Man from home.
Oh, I got all the secrets. Go me.
The way that we're dealing with it at work, well, right now we can't deal with it because we're on Firewatch. So we need 24/7 staff. We need people at work. We need staff at work 100% of the time.
You need people to watch the fire.
Yeah, it's getting pretty big. Because our fire panel's on the fritz still.
Oh, hello.
We might be, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel though. We might not need to spend $22,000 to replace it. Because last night I saw a thing that might be indicative of something else is wrong. But we'll find that out tomorrow. Jamesy says, "Yay, stay safe, ghost friends or friends of ghost, whichever sounds accurate." I like ghost friends. Makes me think I'm homies with Danny Phantom. And his molecules got all rearranged. Yeah.
Which just means he died. That's it.
That's what I said. And then you were like, "Chris, no, that's not what happened."
Yeah, that's true. That's what I said. But, you know, it is funny.
He fucking died.
One day he stepped in his dad's machine and he became a casualty. He's fucking dead because he's Danny Phantom.
But there was hearsay of them cutting hours where I work because of the whole situation. I'm not saying it because YouTube doesn't care about us. We don't even make money. So
Wait, did they not let people talk about Corona?
Videos get demonetized. Yeah, and less recommended.
That's right. Only professional news agencies are allowed to make money off of current events, people.
Or the late night Jimmies.
That's right.
But there was talk of cutting hours, and I like to. I think it's funny that you were talking about your situation. They were saying it's probably not going to happen. That's exactly what my boss said about cutting hours.
Yep.
She said it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I learned that if it did happen...
Oh, jeez. Hello.
I learned that if it does happen, it might end up just being paid time off. So that would be wonderful. And if it's not, I will still appreciate the time off anyways. I'll possibly put more time into videos. Jamesy said he's pre-dead. It's how he never aged.
So, did you notice they kind of dropped a hint with putting the shadow sphere around here, and then they put a whole bunch of these undead knights around so that maybe you would turn it on, and then you would see, oh wait, I'm not taking damage for some reason.
They also put them in the shadows. Not that one. He doesn't count.
Come on, Kenta, die. Stop being alive.
But yeah. We're taking measures at work. We're cleaning a bunch of surfaces more regularly, door handles, elevator buttons, all that fun stuff. And when I got home from the store, I wiped down everything I bought with Clorox wipes.
Yeah.
Why not? I've got them.
The kids that live at the foster care place my mom works at, they're all on basically they were told, like, if you leave and go back to like wherever you're living, you can't come back because like they need all the buildings there to be basically on quarantine.
Yep. And to my knowledge, people who have like symptoms, they're being told don't go to the doctor. I think self-quarantine.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, it's not like they can do anything for anybody, you know. I heard that New York City, you know, they have like in total, what was it, like 2,200 intensive care beds across the city, and normal operation, 80% of them are full. So
Can't imagine what it's like now.
yeah, it's basically a situation where it's like, look, just, you know, it's probably going to be lots of triage going on, you know, if people actually show up. Like, you better be genuinely not doing good.
Pup says, just want to know why, just as I was getting to sleep, someone decided to play A-Team by Ed Sheeran as loud as possible from their car. Also can hear a neighbor coughing excessively, and I'm not saying anyone deserves corona, but...
Damn.
Look,
Poor guy's coughing. You're like, how dare you?
Oh no, the Pup's got very shitty neighbors.
Oh.
Like, they're basically gorilla people who thump. They stomp around. They hoot and holler, and when they, you know, if they're gonna open the door, they gotta bump their hand into it a little bit, just bang it, and then slam it shut. It's amazing how fucking loud the neighbors are.
Oh, I can't get in there. Oh wait, I do this, don't I? Yep, that's the key.
Jamesy says that's rough.
Who invite?
Instead of. What else have I got going on? Ow. I've been falling asleep at work because I haven't been getting sleep. That was cool.
That's not good.
I have been going through multiple series. Like, I read 2 whole mangas. Like, one was 160 chapters, the other one was like 190 chapters. Went through those in like 4 days. I watched the 2nd season of Mindhunter. I watched the anime Lost Song. Watched Cells at Work. Yeah, I've been keeping up with stuff. Just passing time at work.
Cells at Work, isn't that the like the what was it? Ozzy the white blood cell or something?
Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, Osmosis Jones.
Basically Osmosis Jones.
That's
but
great.
It's kind of, as far as an anime goes, it's good. It's very educational. Like how in Baki they'll be like, there is a thing called oxygen, and if you create a vacuum, it will create a highly intense place where you can't breathe. If you breathe in this amount of carbon dioxide, it does that stuff anytime something happens in the body.
And then they ignore it.
No, they just turn it into an anime fight.
Well, no, I was gonna say like in Baki, like they tell you the mechanics of how something works, and they're like, but this is
Hanayama.
yeah, this is Hanayama we're talking about, so it doesn't apply to him.
But yeah, Cells at Work. The most impressive thing about it was the animation. It was incredible. The amount of detail they put into the fights and how fast and well it was done. I was like, this is the show you're gonna put this work into? Like, damn. And I thought it was wonderful how the mainest main character was just a red blood cell, and all she did was move. She transported oxygen, and got the carbon dioxide and had to move that. Yep. And even like the big end event was basically it was good. It was really good. Just focus on the red blood cell and bounce around the body at different parts in the story, and it was good. Pup says, I tried asking them to turn their TV down by knocking on their door, and they turned it down in 0.03 seconds, but refused to answer the door.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was on call with Pup when they were doing that, and because I've definitely had that situation happen where when was it? Oh, at work. I would knock on a door to say, hey, you're being really fucking loud, and they'll just immediately turn it down when I knock. Most of the time they'll come to the door because they know it's Chris, the keeper of rules. And then Pup also said, Aussie, the white blood cell, I'm dying, F.
Look, I didn't remember.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said.
Yeah, there's like a O sound somewhere. Yeah. So I was like, is his name Ozzy? I don't know.
Voiced by Chris Tucker, I think. So it's Osmosis Jones was a fun movie, and I like that his sidekick becomes medicine that just didn't pass. It's like, what?
It didn't get digested.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh, bye.
I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't remember if he just transformed into an antibody, but also that's not how that works. Osmosis Jones was also animated really well. That fucking when the guy dies at the end and he just like dissolves in fucking whatever he was.
Oh yeah.
It was like that movie. It's based around that Russian princess who ran away, Anastasia. It's like when that guy fucking got burnt to a crisp on the ground. It was similar animation quality to that.
So Chris,
yes sir.
What do you imagine that item does?
I don't think it's an item. I believe it's a thing that is going to stand up. It didn't stand up.
No, in my inventory.
Oh, the egg-looking thing?
Yeah.
You throw an egg.
You're not wrong.
Whoa!
The projectiles turn them into chickens.
Enemy has become Pojo! That's great. Jesus Christ. They have fucking gory death for chickens, too.
Oh, that item was so hilarious in multiplayer.
Oh, God, I bet.
In fact, they give you the morph of them so that you can, deal with this.
Yep.
But at the same time, in this area, I'm going to fire a projectile here. Projectiles are actually affected by this wind if they're physical.
Whoa!
So the magic projectile's unaffected, but the physical ones will get blown back.
That's so cool.
If you're facing this way, you use the morpho of them, the eggs will fly back at you and you turn into a chicken.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Pup says, I'm going to try and shut my eyes again. Yes, please do. You need to wake up early. So get some sleep, baby.
That's not that bad. This is-
Oh, God, that fucking map coming up is jarring. But yeah, oh, we had another leak happened at work. Because we have these standing pipes in the stairwells. I've shown you video and pictures.
Yeah.
I don't recall if they're just like drainage pipes, but there is antifreeze that runs through there so that the pipes don't freeze. And when it sprays out, you get this horrible rust color that just stains everything. So we need to repaint like that entire stairwell when we were gonna when the first leak was sorted out, but now the pipe directly below that one, the weld point is leaking. It's like the exact same pipe at the exact same part. So we are thinking that every 15, 20 years, these things just need replaced. It's fucking awful because we have to jury-rig together some fucking bins and buckets to catch the dropping stuff until we can get it's actually a fire company out there who do like fire systems and plumbing and all that to replace it. If anything, we know exactly what we're shopping for.
Yeah.
But if we replace this, is the pipe down below going to leak now? Is it just going to keep going down to the first floor? So, yeah, we were a little bit more on top of it this time, and it hasn't gotten worse yet. You know those big black plastic bins that we have with the yellow lids?
Yeah.
Imagine something a little bit smaller than that. Just a tiny bit. The leak was so bad, that would fill up every 4 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we had to basically take our several Home Depot buckets, dip it in, get the water out, put it on a cart. Get water out, put it on a cart. Get water out, put it on... And then we take it and dispose of it responsibly and definitely not illegally.
How do you illegally get rid of water?
Antifreeze.
Oh, you mean the water, right?
Yeah. We get rid of the water that might have a little bit of antifreeze in it in a responsible manner at a chemical disposal facility. Yep. So, yeah, it's also messy and it fucking stinks. So, and I feel bad because that day when I walked into work, I was like, why does the stairwell smell like this again? I thought we fixed this. And I didn't check on it until like 10 hours later. It hadn't gotten that far because it's pretty slow, but ugh. I'm glad I caught it on that day, and that was definitely when it started. But yeah, so I'm not going to go too much into detail about how I fucked up the schedule. I was supposed to have security come in last night and relieve me, but I didn't tell my boss.
Oh.
So they weren't scheduled. So we had to pull someone in last minute. It was just a guy who...
Ow. Where do you all keep coming from?
It was just a guy in a patrol car. So he was already ready to get there quick enough. But this Sunday, I'm not going to be around for games. If we're still on Firewatch, I'm not going to be around for games. And I'm going to be working 60 hours this week.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Because
get that big pay.
Yeah, I don't want to bring in... I already feel bad for bringing in security on short notice, which is probably going to cost us extra. So I figure I'll take care of this Sunday. So no games for me this Sunday.
But you get that delicious time and a half, though.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see next week's paycheck. I can, but I don't want to. But after that, might go on a bit of a break period. You know, cutting hours. We'll see. I'll be happy with it. regardless. So, what age did you play this game first? You said something like 5?
Well, Doom came out in 94, and that's when I was 5. So this came out a year after, 2 years after, so I was probably like 7 when I was playing Heretic. But, you know, the point still stands. I was playing these games for...
Oh, yeah, when you was a wee bab.
Yeah, just forever. I'm actually a little lost right now.
Yeah, I love it when games are just inspired by D&D stuff and they do things based off of dice rolls. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of RPG-esque games do that anyways. It's just... trying to think. I guess they muddle it with more complicated maths to make a more complex game. Because D&D, the thing that you can't get in most RPG video games is the role-playing aspect. You just can't match it to a tabletop. You can't.
Yeah.
Because you've got that human DM element, which reminds me, we need to do dungeon AI at some point.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do nothing but fuck around, so I hope you're ready for that. What, you want to take it seriously?
Well, I've seen what happens when people fuck with it too much, and it just breaks down too fast.
It's getting way better. This guy got so much financial support after it got popular that he was able to start selling the game, and he had to take it down for a bit to get servers that could actually host it correctly.
I hear him.
I hear it too.
Where the fuck are they?
Do we want to do the volume adjustment situation?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, they're just right on the other side of the door. It's unusual for things on the other side of the door to already be aggroed, though.
Well, you know, sometimes I scream when I'm on the other side of the door.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it hard to sleep at night. I wish you would.
It's fun though. I ended up finally watching the movie Zodiac.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's all about the Zodiac killer, and which was perfect for me because I've been watching Mindhunter, which is all about the development of the behavioral science unit in the FBI, like the early days when they were coining the term serial killer.
Huh.
It's a really good show. I absolutely recommend it, and it does the interviews that they had with serial killers, and the guy who absolutely just kills it with his performance is the guy who plays Ed Kemper, the co-ed killer. I actually saw some, because it's all based on real interviews, so they're literally just doing verbatim the actual interviews. And this guy plays Ed Kemper very well, because the man, he killed college girls, did things with their body, and then did things with their head. But he was very well-spoken and could explain exactly why he felt these things and why he did these things.
That's pretty frightening.
It is. And he he talks, and the actor performs very much like the real co-ed killer, and just, it's incredible. I love it. Though in the new season they did do the Charles Manson interview, and if that's verbatim what Charles Manson was saying in that interview, that guy's a little bit more interesting than I thought.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because originally I thought this guy's fucking crazy. He's just a cult guy. He just got all these people together and got them to kill stuff. It's like, or the shit that he was trying to sell the FBI, at the very least, was, it's an interesting view on the world, because he was basically just like, I brought the children that your world didn't want anymore. I brought them in. I took them in. They're your children. They're not my children. And the things that they did, they were going to do that stuff anyway. that's not really true. They were all drugged up, and he was being a little deceptive there. But yeah, it's just Mindhunter is a very, very good show. Oh, also one of the big things they did on the second season was the Atlanta child killings.
Atlanta child killing. What the fuck?
Yeah, basically, young African American kids were just disappearing, and then their bodies were found later. And at this point, their premise for multiple murderers was based on upbringing and sexual gratification from the killings. And those were the people that they could catch and identify and understand.
Yeah.
The people that they couldn't understand was if it was not for sexual gratification.
Huh.
Because, and also none of the fucking legal departments were believing the psychological mumbo jumbo. They're just like, that's not evidence. Bye. So, but they had a guy that they liked for it, and they were able to, well, that's spoiling things. I'll just say an incredible amount of those killings are still open cases and have never been, nobody's been convicted on them to this day. And it's just, it is
Come down from there.
that show is based on a lot of real events, and it's heartbreaking. It's shocking, and it's done very well. I would recommend Mindhunter to anybody. Let's talk about Lost Song.
Lost Song?
Yeah, give me a second.
What the fuck is that? Oh no, Nitro Golems.
Unless we want to talk a little bit about what's going on screen, because all I can see is buff dudes just like, yo, you want to join my gym, dude? You want to join?
Yeah, but look,
yo,
they can T-pose now.
let's carpool, dude. Let's go to the gym, bro.
They can T-pose and fire skeletons at me.
No, dude, that's protein shot.
Look, I don't want to know about the protein shot.
Yo, dude, you see my bones? You building up them bones? Bruh.
That's calcium, not
You,
protein.
you skip bone day, my dude?
I don't want to know how you exercise for bone day.
So Lost Song is an anime that's on Netflix. It's quite good. It feels like it's definitely an anime for kids, but there's these jarring moments where there's...
Whoa!
Oh, what'd you do?
He went flying at me when he died.
Neat. There's these jarring moments of just violence out of nowhere. And actual red-colored blood. You know, they didn't sugarcoat it and make it black and then hide it. Like, just in the beginning, it's like, oh, yeah, the prince is an asshole, and he's gonna try and have his way with things. And okay. And then a guy speaks out of turn. And he's like, oh, you haven't been properly educated. It's like, oh, he's gonna fucking hurt that man or whatever. No, he just kills him. And at that moment, that's a little jarring, because we haven't even established enough. We haven't built up to that. No, he just kills him. It's like, holy shit. This is weird. What's that chain?
Oh, it's my life meter.
Oh.
It goes all the way to the left.
Yep.
I'm not good at this game.
The Bone Man, I see. That's a unique fucking health meter. So...
Look at my arm on the right. This game wasn't originally widescreen, so that was as far as your monitor would go back then.
Ryan, please, just let me live with the idea that it's a big lollipop.
Go for it, man.
Just...
He's just like deep throating the lollipop and then bashing them with the other end.
I got my root beer sucker here.
Ow, what?
Ah!
You suck.
So Lost Song, when it started out and as it went along, you know, a lot of weirdly placed violence and whatnot, but it still felt a little bit like Babby Story, you know, the anime for babies. And as I was watching it, I looked at the art style and looked at the events, and I realized, oh my god, this is basically a turn-based RPG without the gameplay.
Huh.
Because it felt like all the cutscenes you would see. Just based on character design, the general story, I was fascinated by it. The most it's all about music. When you sing songs with right accompaniments at certain notes, there's magic. But that's not actually quite what it's about. It's more, I guess that's what it's focused on. Because there's only fucking 2 people in the world who can use music as a weapon.
Do they rock out?
Yeah, but if you have accompaniment, more instruments and stuff, it makes the magic stronger. And one of the most charming characters is this drummer girl, because she was my favorite thing in the whole fucking show. Because when she's talking to people and she's answering questions, she'll just start like randomly patting things in beat. It'll be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" She'll be like, "We're here to see you," and just point at him. Or she'll be like, "Peta, peta, peta," and then her little sister's there, and then she'll just pat on her sister a couple times. Just like, I don't know. It's just such a neat little quirk that I've never seen before. I loved it. Oh, what? Look at that flat man. He ain't working out.
He's getting out of the gym.
Getting out of the gym. The downside about the show is that...
Wait, how... I've been in here. How did you get in there?
From above.
No, you can't get in there.
Oh. He's flat. He can go anywhere.
What he did was impossible.
The downside about the show is that it has a big twist at the end that is not a twist. It's a fucking deception. It's a twist that, like, the way that they showed the show the whole time, basically, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna spoil this. There are 2 different timelines being showed, but it is showing the story as though this is all one timeline. So basically, whenever a certain 2 characters are on stream, that is like
on stream.
Sorry, on screen. when these 2 characters are in the same scene on screen, anything that's transpiring between them, that is hundreds of thousands of years ago. But that same one of those characters shows up elsewhere with like the main singing character. That's the now.
Huh. So they can travel through time or something?
Nope. He just happened to be born again very similarly in this timeline after so much time has passed.
Dumb.
But it deceives you. It makes it... They set up all the events to make it seem like, oh, he just left there, and now he's showing up here. Oh, it makes sense. No, 2 different people. Hundreds of thousands of years apart.
I don't like that.
Yeah, the way they frame it pissed me off. At first, it started out as a neat idea, but then they were like, oh, by the way, what you've been watching, that was in the past. But the little girl going on an adventure with her friends, that's the now. And it's not a twist. It's a fucking... Like, there was a way to do it. There was a right way to do it, and they just didn't. It was creative, and I liked the concept. But they did it badly because they really wanted to fool you. But, yeah. So that bothered me.
Trying a little too hard to be clever and ended up being dumb.
Yeah. You need those hints in there. You need...
Oh my god.
And I did appreciate that they, like, this guy and this girl, they know each other, they're fond of each other, and when they're on screen, it's the distant past. But when we're finally caught up and the twist is revealed, he shows up and sees her again because she's literally fucking immortal. Don't know why. He literally shows up and says, "Hello, I'm so-and-so. We've never met before, but I'm here to save you." It's like, okay, at least you did that and made it clear. Like, at least, because I would have been...
seems really forced.
I'm fine with it because they fucking did such a dumb deception, and I would have been pissed if they didn't at least clarify that somehow. Because otherwise it would have just been in the air. And I hate that more.
So I'm actually in kind of a rough spot here, so I have to cheese this man so he doesn't kill me.
I just realized we can turn up the volume ourselves right here.
That's true. That's a bit louder than I would like.
Oh, okay.
There we go. That's good.
We got 3 different volumes we can control: our end, stream end, and game.
Ow. No, I can't be taking more damage.
I do apologize, remaining viewers, about rambling on about stuff. I've a lot I can talk about. I wish I could focus more on the game, but it's not a game I'm familiar with. Any more hot topics you can hit with this game? Something.
Ow! Oh, God.
Ooh.
I thought the barrel would stop that,
Oh,
but it didn't.
Jesus. I'll wait until you're out of the chaos zone.
Yeah.
Are there any... Well, actually, oh, no, you don't have any items.
Yeah, I have items.
Oh. Ooh.
I don't have anything that restores health, though.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. How does armor work?
So depending on what type of armor you have, that will determine how much damage gets reduced.
Does it degrade as it gets damaged?
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, it shares the damage applied to your health. So rather than applying all the damage to your health, some of it gets applied to the armor.
And rather than something like Doom or Half-Life, it actually splits the damage, whereas in those games...
No, Doom did too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. In Doom, if you had blue armor, you would have the damage reduced by 50%. So 50% of the damage would be dealt to the armor instead of to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that fucking... Nope, I'm not dealing with that room right now. Oh, God.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta do the dance.
What's that purple?
Oh, that's sippy juice. It'll heal me.
I thought so.
But I want to grab
Oh, blue heals too.
Yeah, blue is small sip. Red is carryable sip. It's actually an item that you can use.
Hmm.
So you don't gain any health when you pick it up, but I can switch to it in the inventory here.
I like to think those are just the only ones with lids.
Yeah,
Because the other ones, he's just like...
the other ones, they just float upright, so you don't have to worry about them spilling. But as soon as you pick it up, I mean...
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Where's the cap? Where's the bottle cap? There isn't one.
This is getting hectic.
Yeah, I never played these games. I don't feel like I mean, I know you're gonna disagree, but I don't feel like I missed too much because I still appreciate the fuck out of them, and they look great and they look fun as hell. I just didn't play it. I like that skybox. That's definitely just real ass clouds that they upped the contrast on.
Oh yeah, they did the same trick with Doom. People have actually backsourced all the things that they used for the skybox for Doom, which is really weird because they show all the pictures that they combined.
Yep. To make a picture that could wrap.
Yeah, like for the one episode, it's supposed to take place on Earth, but after like hell is taken over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the skybox is literally like a backdrop of New York, covered with a half-transparent version of the smoke from the space shuttle taking off.
Oh.
They put the two together, and then it makes like this really dreary-looking city on fire kind of thing.
Cool. That's a good idea.
They were really resourceful with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could see. I should do something about that. There we go. Now I
Any-
can see.
Any fun trivia about this the Heretic or Hexen games? Because we will be playing Hexen in the future, but Ryan has said that it might be better off as a playthrough than a stream. That was okay. A backpack.
Yeah. Yeah, it doubles the amount you can carry and gives you a small amount of ammo in each type.
Bag of holding.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, we will be doing Hexen, but it'll be a playthrough because Ryan said it might be better off as a playthrough.
Yeah, it's gonna have parts that are a bit confusing, like as far as like layout and stuff. So,
But this game you can just blaze through it at sonic speed. So
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
One of the things in Hexen is each hub you have certain numbers of switches and stuff you have
Yep.
to pull to leave.
Yep, I noticed.
And the big meme in Hexen is like 1/4 of the puzzle has been solved. That's just a message that pops up on the screen when you pull one of the switches, and you're like, "Yeah, but did it though? Like, where am I? You gonna tell me?"
They did the same thing in Doom, right? You needed to activate things. Oh no, you just needed to open doors. So.
Yeah, but it wasn't like several interconnected levels, and you had to figure out what you did exactly.
That is
Because
true.
like you would pick up a key, and it wasn't even for the level you're in.
Ah.
That kind of thing.
I take it that big door is where you're gonna go once you're.
Yeah, I need the blue key.
Ah.
They give that little visual hint. Oh, sweet, the ammo thing is open. Oh, the blue key's right here.
Got 'em.
Alright. I need to get that though.
What is it?
That is the Ring of Invulnerability.
I wonder what it fucking does.
Yeah.
What is that? What was that red sparkly?
Teleporter.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, I hate how dark it is in here.
Oh boy, it reminds me of how line of sight works in Oh yeah, you didn't do that one.
Ah, this one has the Dragon Claw ammo.
The clap orb.
Yeah. Claw orb.
I know it says claw, but I want it to be the clap orb. Give him the clap.
Oh, I know how to get to it. I know how to get to it. I just
Um,
have to get to it.
We so you know the game Haven, right, Ryan?
Do I ever?
We might end up just making that a playthrough, honestly.
I fucking adore that.
I can't believe
What did I do?
it did. No message came up, so
Yeah, but I heard the sound, so.
yeah. I think you're there.
Oh, I already did this thing.
Oh yeah. So do you need to get all?
Oh, but I didn't. Grab that.
This music. What does this remind me of? It reminds me of music in like certain SNES games or something.
Oh, they already gave me the solution to this.
What? What did you do?
I got wings. It's an item.
Whoa!
I just fly up here. Oh, also, in order to keep you from spamming items, at the end of each level, the number of each item you have is reduced to 1.
Ooh.
So you cannot keep more than 1 of each item.
Jesus.
Because otherwise people would just gather all the rings of invulnerability in an episode, and then at the episode boss they would just turn them all on and just cheese the boss.
I mean that. With that, you won't ever fall prey to Final Fantasy-itis.
Oh yeah, but I might need it later syndrome.
Yeah. It encourages you to use all your stuff. And I will tell you, in D&D, if I can do something that isn't just roll for attack or do my 23 skidoo ability that I always do, I love trying to use items in Pathfinder. You want to use your bombs of the elders or whatever it was?
Oh yeah,
See what that does.
time bomb of the ancients.
Oh, geez. It's got a pitiful explosion, but...
Yeah, the AoE's not very big, but the damage is quite good.
Yeah.
The
What's that pearl back there? That, and the ball.
oh, it's a shield.
Oh, right.
Yeah, these are the first like big tough guys, the disciples.
The floaty arm wigglers.
Yeah, when they do that thing where they flicker, they are actually intangible during the frames where they're see-through. So
Okay.
certain heavy weapons in the game, it's not a good idea to use them on that, which makes them all the harder.
Gotcha.
But they die to Dragon Claw, and they sometimes also drop ammo for it.
So do you want to take a moment to talk about Doom Wads while I get a, I think, is that the right term?
Yeah.
While I grab another drink.
So I'm sure anybody who looked at the stream and went, "Ooh, Heretic," probably already knows. WADs are all the levels and content for a game made off the Doom engine. So the engine basically just runs the content, and the content is all developed into a WAD file. So that's why you're able to make games like this on the Doom engine. It's not that hard. So on that subject, I want to try and start making a WAD for Heretic, because there's actually pretty substantially less content for this than there is Doom, and that's a bit unfortunate because
I think is it just... Oh. I had my fucking file path up there.
oh
That's okay. Right. It's my channel name, Solaranium, so
everyone can hack into your computer now.
they know it's in my C drive, the worst place. Yeah, you were talking about making your own levels and stuff, and I'm not surprised that this is a bit more plentiful as far as user-generated stuff. It looks like there's more things in this game than Doom.
No, Doom has more WADs, not less.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Are there just more levels? Wait, I thought you said something about Heretic having more of something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Heretic's the one that's got less.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Well, the premise of my statement was false to begin with. So, there we go.
Yeah,
Because at a glance, just seeing this game makes me think that there's more things to play with in Heretic than in Doom. But I don't know a lot about either game, so.
yeah, I mean, realistically, at just working off, like, if all you used was the vanilla content, Heretic probably has better overall textures.
Oh, okay.
And it does have the inventory system, so it's wouldn't be as complicated to code your own items.
It is a bit newer than Doom, so.
Yeah. But the thing is that because this is also made in the Doom engine, there's no reason you couldn't just make a Doom WAD that has items in it. So.
Could you make the inventory system?
Well, I mean, you could, but why would you? It's already made.
Oh,
Just use what's already here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Doom did not have the inventory system. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Would you be able to do the inventory system in a Doom?
Yeah, because you would probably just use the Hexen WAD and then import all the Doom files.
Okay.
So just make Doom in Hexen.
Has anybody done that?
I'm sure somebody has. There's so many things that people have done. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Like the attempts to make Doom 2016 in the original Doom engine are ridiculous. Like, all the items work exactly the same. The animations look spot on. It's just sprite-based rather than, high-profile graphics and shading.
Yep. But you want to make your own Doom level stuff, right? Or did you want to make Heretic levels?
Heretic.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know if I could add on to what's already been done to Doom.
Okay.
People have already
well
done so much with it.
It's one of those things, like, you actually have an interest and a possibility of getting into game design stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's turning into another thing where I just want to do as a hobby because my job is really good and I don't want to jeopardize anything with going out on stuff like that. Because I mean, AAA developers and stuff, they're in hot water right now.
Well, what about? What's going on?
I mean, there's just a lot of games where, I mean, I guess the producers and stuff, they're not doing so bad, but you think about
the publishers.
You think about like the developers. Huge sections of their staff can get canned at any moment to save costs if a game doesn't deliver. So through no fault of your own, you could go through pretty substantial restructuring at your job and be back out on the path handing out your resume.
I think the industry's always been like that. I don't think anything big has happened recently that changed that.
Well, there's been a lot of developers that have been putting out really crappy games lately,
or just games that don't sell.
Yeah.
I will say that the indie market is still as good as ever.
Yeah, I can believe that. Oh, I have the yellow key. What am I doing?
There's a ton of people just doing it on their own with small teams without big publishers, and I love to see that.
I think that's going to be the way to go overall, like just going forward. I don't.
Big companies will still try and find a way to monetize it, though. There's always going to be big publishers.
Yeah, my thing is that the technology to make games look really good is getting to the point where it's accessible to like a lot of people. So really all you need is talented staff, some time, and enough money to be able to afford to wait that long for it to come out. And, you know, anybody can develop a lot of this stuff, so.
I think it was after the aughts and into the tens when because in the aughts, that's 2000 to 2009, we were really trying to
This is a trap.
the game industry was really trying to do bigger, better graphics, 3D, better. Once we hit about 2010-ish, there started to be a more noticeable surge in new games that had a retro finish to it.
Oh god, this is a fucking trap.
Jesus Christ. What fresh hell.
Alright, we need one of these, swap to that.
Ooh, clean.
Some of these walls are invisible.
Oh,
See the
just
projectiles flying? There
there. Look at that. Yeah, that one. Cool.
Can I go through it?
Yeah, probably. That's neat. That would be so hard to tell because they're so colorful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started seeing a surge of games being developed with a more retro-styled look, and which. Oh my God! Look at those fucking. Are you seeing that visual?
What?
Run alongside of those again. Look at the left. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And I'm not surprised because depending on how you make them, they can be cheaper. But you can make a game that looks retro, but it isn't really, because there's way more animation, there's more colors.
Yeah.
But it still has that aesthetic to it, so maybe it was cheaper in some regard, but you know. But yeah, a surge of games like that. What's a market out there where I'm trying to think of a. Sorry. Many thoughts keep occurring at once. A creative market where there's the big dicks, but there's also a reasonable amount of small dick making a living. Businesses in general, I guess you could say.
Farming.
Small farms?
Yeah, small farms and big farms.
Okay. I was gonna say art. There are creators on the internet who can, if they're lucky, they can make a living with their art.
Yeah.
On the internet, and that does require a substantial amount of luck.
If you're lucky, or you can draw a lot of porn really fast.
Yep. Draw them titties. Draw that butt. And I think the game industry, it was gonna go that direction eventually. You know, titty. Where smaller teams were gonna be able to make a buck off of things, because that stuff is always created. The avenues for non-corporations to make a living. Crowdfunding, Patreon, Subscribestar, you know, those things always come up, things like that, so that the little guy can get by with their endeavor and maybe make some money off of it. They always come along, no matter what you're doing. I guess that's kind of how video games actually started. That was the green key. There you go.
Yep.
I guess that's kind of how video games started out, honestly. It was just a thing you could put on your computer.
Yeah, it's a couple of guys in the basement making a video game when they got back from school.
Making something you can kill time with on your computer. You know, that's all it was. Whoa!
Unless you were id Software, then you bought like a mansion-sized cabin in Seattle and you worked on video games all day in there. How did you...
There's a door in
Wait a
there.
minute.
There's a door there.
Oh, what the fuck? When? Ow! You bastard.
Yeah, there's a door there. You gotta open it up. See, even I knew that.
You're a real secret finder now, Chris. All right, that's gonna give me the Tome of Power, right? No.
You gotta take the portal?
Well, I don't want to commit to the portal yet because I want.
Can that
I just used my Morphoform on the wall. That feels bad.
Oh no.
My chickens.
Why didn't the door become a chicken?
That would be great.
Chicken. Oh, you got another one. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would a door that has been animated into a chicken do exactly? Would it just stand there?
Well, I would want
Would
it.
it breathe?
I want it. What I would want it to do is it's a big fucking flat cube, like a rectangle thing. It's got little wings on the side, and its face is really flat, and it just waddles around. It goes like, "Bark, bark."
That'd be great.
And it's like, I don't want to kill you. I want to put you out of your misery, but you're so funny.
Oh, so here's my second ring of invulnerability, so I gotta find something to do with this.
Oh, because you're still in the same episode?
Well, it's per level, so as soon as I leave the level, I'll go back to 1 whether I use this or not.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You keep 1. I wasn't thinking about that. Golly. We were gonna play Revenge of Shinobi, but because all the stuff arrived for our mouse and keyboard setup, we went ahead and decided to do this because it's a new thing. Like, we've streamed PC games before. Usually Ring of Invulnerability.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try.
Just the sepia tone.
Yep.
The Andy Griffith Show.
I don't know what that switch did.
Yeah, we were playing old PC games is as satisfying as playing old console games. That's fine. I'm good with that.
I mean, when this came out, there was this or Nintendo, basically.
So, we are gonna play Grandy after this.
Yeah, we have to.
We do.
We gotta make sure. Wow. Doesn't miss us.
Oh yeah, I need to show you. Pup drew art of me as Justin.
I did see that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I love how he looks because it makes me think I became an anime JRPG protagonist with his stupid outfit. And he got older, but he never changed the outfit. So he's got the hairy legs. She's like, I'm an adventurer. I'm here to save people. It's like, aren't you a little old for this? No! No! I love it. Also, Pup did a really good job with Justin's stupid anime outfit, so. It was good.
So, this weapon and the amber staff are hit scanning weapons, and the others are projectiles.
Oh!
And you can cheese projectile throwers by getting just the right spot on a corner, because they'll start attacking when they can't actually hit you. I'm doing a terrible job right now, but trust me, it works when it works.
I thought when you,
Shit. I keep forgetting. I think I have the buttons bound incorrectly, or at least not to what I normally use.
When you...
Oh.
Oh, no! A death!
Oopsie.
Oh, that's... Well, you just recorded.
Oh,
That's okay. Just hit tilde again if you can.
I did. I think it stopped. Should there be a message?
There should. Hit it again. That... Alright, whatever.
Oh boy.
Oh, autosaves.
Yep.
Because the past is dead.
Back to the beginning of the level.
Oh, boy. Well, you got any fun topics? How's working from home? Actually, you've only done it once? Or you haven't done it at all yet?
It's very slow because all the stores are closing early, so...
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, they actually changed hours.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked the vape shop if they were going to change their hours at all. And they said they don't think so. I would imagine most places would close sooner now. I think this week is going to be the peak of panic buying. This is the most we're going to see in this whole epidemic. After this week, it's going to go back down.
Well, I know some states, they're forcing pretty much every place to close down except like the absolute necessity. So
Pennsylvania, where we're from.
yeah, a lot of restaurants are stuck at like they can only do pickup and delivery. Like people can't eat at their location.
This is a great opportunity for companies like Favor and Postmates and Uber Eats.
Yeah.
They're gonna boom in this. And Uber Eats was actually, they sent me an email saying we can do safe deliveries for you, where we'll set it at your door where there's no contact.
Yep.
And also Uber Eats did a really cool thing. No delivery charge for local restaurants.
That is actually really nice of them because they wouldn't necessarily have to do that.
Yep. You know, if you get something from McDonald's or Popeyes, delivery charge. But local places, it was independent businesses, which ends up being local. No delivery charge, and that is a really cool thing. Because you know you buy something for like $10 on Uber Eats, and they're just like, all right, $20, please. Yeah, fuck you. There's a meme about it somewhere where it's just an image of the charges of getting food delivered. It's like, okay, so like $5 for this, $6 for this. Delivery charge is like $7 or whatever, and then there's tax. All right, $223. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Because I look at the numbers and it's like, yeah, this is exactly what it adds up to, but why does it feel like it's so much?
Because it is a lot.
Yeah.
Those people just go and drive and get their own food.
Mm-hmm. For me, I mainly do it at work because I can't leave. So.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I don't feel like going over to Domino's every day. All right, how caught up are we?
We're getting there. I actually have a decent distance to go.
Let's remember to use items.
Yeah, it's not always very efficient though.
Yeah.
Plus, items don't automatically make you win.
Oh no.
Like it's a lot of times it's just to help preserve ammo and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I figured just chucking bombs might have helped. You did have another ring. So.
Well, I can only drop the bombs at my feet, so.
Really?
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can't
know.
actually throw them.
I did not notice. I didn't realize.
So it's good if you're fighting lots of melee enemies and you have room to like backpedal.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So you can save ammo.
Good to knowledge.
Ow! Stop. Can you don't? More body armor.
I wonder what made them decide that health bar at the bottom. They were just like, let's just do something that isn't a bar.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you do have health numbers on the left, so. But they're not prominent enough like in Doom, where you got big numbers.
Yeah.
Fucking, I think it's Path of Exile, where your health... Oh, it's also Diablo 3, I think, where your health is like a fucking orb, and it gets emptier and emptier.
Yeah,
That
they
bothers
did that
me.
in Diablo.
That bothers me.
Really?
Yeah, just because it's purely visual. So it's hard to gauge, even though it's meant to be the opposite of that. It was good enough to work, like, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Diablo was another franchise that I was left out of as a youth. But I was able to experience it finally with Joe a while back, actually.
Oh, which one did you play?
Probably 2.
Yeah, everyone says 2's the best.
Yeah.
And I agree with everyone.
I played a paladin. Joe did whatever the fuck he wanted. And my takeaway from it was, man, beating people over the head with a mace makes the most satisfying sound.
Oh, yes.
I was just going around talking about be cleansed. God has forgiven you. Just thunk. Thunk. That was my only takeaway from that game. Otherwise, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm bored.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's just clicking clicking on the alive things and then clicking on the dead things to pick them up.
Yeah.
And then selling the dead things.
Ugh, golly. We're not even at an hour and a half. You're blasting through this despite the death. And this time we can do a save before you go to the dead zone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just going to use the ring more effectively. So,
Okay.
I still want to save one for the chapter boss.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's really easy for me, but still.
It'll make me feel better. So, yeah, I dropped out of Pathfinder stuff a while ago just because lack of free time and lack of interest.
Yeah.
So, recently, Zach, my Zach, I'll always clarify that regardless, has been DMing a game with the boys. And, it's definitely going.
Oh.
It's definitely going. I don't know how well it's going. I hear things now and again from Nate. But I'm glad because I know Zach likes that stuff. I know he's been wanting to do that stuff. But yeah, I really lost my my spark for it, which is unfortunate because it's a wonderful thing. But DMing takes a lot of time and energy, and playing just like wipes out a day in the week for us.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time to do something like that.
Yeah, the fact that we were able to gather weekly is incredible, and still are actually. They do it every Saturday, because some people can only do it like once a month at a game shop. Oh yeah, this is the boy. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
that wasn't the boy.
Here's the part we'll use the thing for.
Oh yeah. Taste my doom fist. You wanna get the clap, boys?
My dragon clap.
I wish there was an ability where he would just and it would just do it would just do melee damage.
Just applaud.
Just you're clapping them.
Oh.
You just clap so hard, magic sounds, pain.
So it was my intention to trigger that door to open. You actually have to jump off of that in order for it to trigger. So I'm gonna use the other ring.
What? Wait, are they gonna come back?
No. Remember, this is where I died down here.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, these guys seem tougher than that. Oh my god, it's a hallway full of them.
Yeah.
Jesus. Is that an eyeball?
What?
I thought I saw an eyeball fall out, but it's probably just pixel magic. What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's ammo for the dragon claw.
That makes sense.
Lots of enemies will have a specific ammo type that they will drop for you.
It looked like a big schnoz.
Oh, there's another. Jeez.
In this sepia-toned world. All right.
I think this is the secret level.
Do you want to do a save first?
I mean, it's gonna autosave when I change levels. Yeah, it's a secret level.
So what is the story of this game? I actually forgot to ask.
There is
Wait, 1 sec. Ow. Joe says, can't type normal because I'm watching y'all on the big screen.
Oh, nice.
That tells me that Joe spent the last 2 minutes typing that with his TV remote.
Damn.
You can pull it up. You could probably pull it up on your phone and just mute your phone and then type in chat there. That'll give us 2 viewers from you. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
So, there's a super bad wizard named Desperal, and he's got a big crowd of goons that follow him around called the Serpent Riders, and they go around to different dimensions and they basically overthrow the ruling parties of those dimensions and then insert themselves as the masters, right? And then they basically enslave everybody and, do all that kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Basically, the plot of Die Hard. Gotcha.
Yeah. So Sauron and his pizza delivery fellows,
Good.
they come to Corvo's world, and they use a chapter of religious folks to declare the people who protect this dimension as heretics, and they get control of the government, and then they basically go around and murder everyone and turn them into zombies. And
That explains the blood.
yeah. So essentially, Corvo's one of the last people left, and he's in charge of some really good mystical artifacts that the protectors had. And his job is to kill Disparel and try to force all these evil people out. It ends up being a futile effort, and Hexen takes place basically in another dimension where they're trying to do the same thing to another one of the Disparel's pizza delivery men. And yeah, basically each story is just either Corvo or members of the Hexen group traveling from dimension to dimension, just trying to find a place that Disparel hasn't already ruined, and killing all of his servants so that he, doesn't just completely ruin the multiverse.
Well, I'll have a question for you in a moment, but that was basically right. Joe said, story is Doom but fantasy.
Yeah. So instead of traveling through hell constantly and killing demons, you're just grinding through Disparel's fantasy army.
Joe also said, oh, I am doing the phone thing. I got you, boys. And then said, this is Doomguy's D&D game.
Yeah.
I shoot him with my magic crossbow. You don't have a magic crossbow. I pull out my scepter and my doom claw, and I fuck them with it. No, no, no. You did not.
It's like he picks wizard class, and then he's basically like got every weapon imaginable and is an expert in all forms of combat.
I pull out my magic egg and turn them into chickens. Where did you get that? Where did you get that?
I'm too angry to be wrong about this game. Do what I say.
So this is just a fantasy world?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so nothing ever happens with Earth. With a capital E.
No, there's no Earth.
Gotcha. I can only imagine if they do a remake of this series like they did with Doom. That would be...
I would love it, because Corvo's a fucking badass. Not only is he a fucking wizard adept at magic, but he's basically Doomguy in all other respects. So it's Doomguy but magic. So that only makes him more kick-ass.
I just want the story to start with him being a buff nerd in college.
Yeah.
And then the monsters start showing up, and then he just stands up and just pulls out a crossbow, and all the other students look at him like, what the fuck? He just starts taking them out.
They all look suspiciously like high schoolers that participate in after-school sports. Something's kind of off about these enemies. Can't put my finger on it, but sure is fun killing them,
Because one of my favorite things about the new Doom is the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I think they do Doomguy perfectly in those.
I think they do Doomguy perfectly in most regards there.
They do.
It's like by the end of the game, the demons are literally just trying to survive you, not the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like how they really want to emphasize Doomguy is the Doom. Now Ryan's got to readjust.
Ugh.
Is this still...
Oh, I lost the mouse. Oh, there it is.
Are you still comfy?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. How is this thing, by the way?
It's quite nice. I really like it.
Yeah. Something to think about for your future life?
I hope not.
What?
Because that'd be a statement on my living conditions if I need one of these when I'm alone.
Oh, no. Just a way to do PC stuff. Like, if you don't feel like sitting in a chair all day at a desk, it's like, I want to sit on my couch.
A desk is what I know, though, Chris, so...
Yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you. Joe said, I watched him write bullshit on his character sheet, but I'm not going to tell Doomguy he's wrong. Yup. I'm not gonna tell him he's wrong. I'll just ask questions every now and then and hope he's agreeable.
All right, Doomguy, I noticed you put 99s on all of your stats. You're actually supposed to roll for those. Just turns and stares at you. That doesn't say anything. But I like what I like your character's design though, honestly. Like I feel like it would really add to our group, so
He shakes each individual. He pulls out a dice bag. He's got a bunch in there. Shakes them in his hand, puts it down. It's a 6. Shakes another one, puts it down. 6. So it's just like, okay, now I know how you got your stats. All right, you're good. I was a little. I thought you.
Don't kill me. This is actually pretty boring for a secret level. I wasn't too pleased with this one.
Yeah.
Some of the later ones are really cool, though. There's one where you actually have to actively try and turn yourself into a chicken in order to get all the secrets in the secret level.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're small then?
Yeah, because there's little tunnels that they cut out for the chicken to travel through.
Does Pojo wear off?
It does.
Okay.
And if it wears off while you're in the tunnel, you get crushed.
Does it wear off for enemies?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
It lasts a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
It's great in multiplayer because someone could turn you into a chicken, and then you just hear them go, "Here, let me just." And just all of a sudden, they're invincible. They could fly. They're spewing bombs out of them. They're half invisible. Their eyes are glowing because they have a tome of power on. You just get chased by a Doom chicken.
Doom chicken. That's beautiful. Oh my god.
Literally too tasty to die. Too tasty to fry.
You want to see my secret herbs and spices? That's beautiful. Oh golly.
No.
What happened?
It's another invisible wall room. I hate these.
What do you have to do?
There's just an asshole up there who launches projectiles.
Oh. Well, at least
That was one design element I never cared for. Was
invisible walls that are above the ground.
yeah, that have a fuckboy in them.
Ah.
Like if they don't have someone fucking around in there, it's fine, whatever. See, look, he's fucking around.
Do you need to kill him?
Well, it's annoying.
Oh.
Plus, I don't know what else is gonna spawn in here when I push that button. So.
Oh, there's a book back there. Right there.
Book?
Left. Right there.
Oh! I like the Tome of Power. Makes me feel like I can achieve.
It makes me think perhaps I don't need a degree. I just need a tome of power.
I mean, honestly, if you had one, you kind of make the rules, so... Wait a minute.
Whoa. I want to see some homies come out, get ready to go to the gym. Whoa! They are invisible? Oh, they're incorporeal. You're gonna die. Holy shit. Jesus Lord. How awful. Oh, and that weapon's not super effective because of the walls.
Also, the little balls are corporeal, so...
Yep.
Yeah, they tried to bamboozle me.
That was cool. Oh.
I get a ring. Which is good because I burnt my extra one, so... I have to hold on to that one.
Joe says, I love Doom, but I put Hexen and Heretic above just due to aesthetic alone.
It really is, like, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, these levels are, like... This is right after Doom 2, so, like, Romero is, like... He's got all his fucking map-making experience at this point, and they pretty much just wrote him a blank check for level designs. He's just like, fuck yes.
Yep.
Just gothic themed everything. I mean, like, outside areas still look kind of meh. Like, this building is literally just a big square.
It's just Minecraft.
Yeah. I mean, this is the secret level, and secret levels are usually gimmicky and not very well polished because it was the last thing on the list of priorities to have done. You know?
Oh, I was telling you about that War Stories YouTube series. And the
Yeah.
fucking first video in it is what is it? The fauna of Ultima
Oh yeah,
Online.
I remember telling you about that a long time ago.
Yeah, you told me about it, and then I was like, hey, check out this War Stories thing. And then it's like, Richard Garriott. We had a real-life... What is it called?
Ecosystem.
We had an actual ecosystem on the MMO, and nobody noticed it, but everybody ruined it.
Yeah.
And I was
Players
like-
ruined it for everyone.
I was like, wait, I sent this to Ryan, but I remember this. Why do I remember this? So that was a fun coincidence. I got to relearn about that. But yeah, those War Stories videos are so cool. I love hearing about the struggles and the triumphs in game design. It's so interesting to see.
Do you have any more sippy juice out here for me? I want a blue sip.
Joe says, hashtag barrels of fun.
What? Are we really gonna have a talk about Sandy Peterson right now? we gonna have a talk about that man.
I mean, if you want to get into it, I'm going to go grab another drink.
So
I know Sandy Peterson myself, but yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so Sandy Peterson has kind of a reputation for making all the meme levels. He really liked fucking with the player and making stuff that was just like, let's take one gimmick from the game and make that the whole level. And he would do that a lot. Granted, part of it was because he got added on to the development team late. So after, I think it was Tim Cook stopped developing levels, they brought him in, and he had like, what was it? He had like 2 months to make 17 levels or something.
Jesus.
So, like, considering the time constraints he was put under, he did a fantastic job. But at the same time, God, his levels are frustrating to play.
Is Barrels of Fun a reference?
Yeah, Barrels of Fun is a level that he made for Doom 2, which featured multiple rooms that were just absolutely filled with explosive barrels. So that one wrong move would cause the whole room to explode.
Gotcha.
And you would die. So
Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad you and Joe can relate on so many things.
yeah, it's actually pretty cool to be able to talk to somebody about Doom stuff every now and then.
Oh yeah.
This is not a... Why is there so... You know what? We need to take this a step back.
God, there must be at least 3 gyms nearby.
Yeah.
These guys are ripped.
Yeah, these golems, man, they work out.
Fucking splattered on you.
Yeah, it was hot.
Is the way that they fly based on the direction that they're going at the time?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Damn, he must have been going fast.
Yeah, they got some momentum. My theory is that if they were to model this in today's standards, the explosion where like their body disintegrates like that, it starts off with their torsos, and because they're golem and they don't feel anything, their legs just keep walking.
Do you think you would have the option of killing the legs or using the legs as a weapon? Or
No,
is that...
their whole body would disintegrate.
Oh.
It's just you know,
Well,
the,
yeah.
the legs just wouldn't know that anything was wrong, so it would just keep going.
Oh, okay, so that... Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
It is a golem. It just does what it's supposed to.
Joe says, I heard you liked shooting demons. Would be a shame if this room was filled with explosives. Yeah.
There is a Doom map that somebody made that absolutely blew my mind, and it was in the Vinesauce Doom Wad competition.
Vinny, yeah.
Yeah, and oh my God, it was called Frozen Exuviae, and it was this massive level. It was so detailed. It was like, and it was like a puzzle sort of thing. So it wasn't just like fill rooms with demons and throw them at you. What he did was he put all the monsters in an area inside these little sectioned off areas with walls that would lower. but the walls could be seen through by you, but the monsters can't see out of them, so they don't actually know you're there, right?
Okay.
And there were floor panels in the room, and certain floor panels would raise up pillars, and other floor panels would block off. They would rise up and they would block off the rooms that the monsters were being kept in. So that when you threw the switch and released all the monsters, some of them would still be trapped and you wouldn't have to fight them. But all the power-ups in the room were in the rooms that the monsters were in. So if you blocked off a monster, you also blocked up whatever power-ups and stuff were in the room with it.
That is a good idea of risk reward.
Yeah, so you actually design all your own encounters as you go through it. So you have to, like, basically it's each room is a test of greed. You know, it's like, do you want to fight 2 extra archviles in this room in exchange for a BFG? You know, or do you want to see if you can finish the rest of the map without a BFG and, you know, then you don't have to fight the archviles anymore.
Was it clear which floor panels would shut off which?
Crystal clear. There was no ambiguity. Like, the whole area was basically like, design your own arena and then flip the switch when you're ready to go.
That is a cool idea.
It was absolutely awesome. And it was great too, watching players like strategize and like just make those anguished decisions between having to give up like resources that they need just so that they can have a chance to get through a fight that, you know, their skill level might not provide them.
Is it the blue shift of Doom? Do you know blue shift?
You mean like the Half-Life
Yeah.
add-on?
Yeah. Yeah, blue shift and I think
What?
Blue shift
I'm
is
fine.
Blue shift was acknowledged enough to be like packaged with certain sellings of the game.
Oh, it was a mod?
Yeah, blue shift was a mod, yeah.
I thought it was an add-on.
I don't know what you would call it, but it wasn't from Valve.
Gotcha.
That was a user-created thing.
Well, add-on is a mod of the game, but like extra levels, like an expansion pack.
Oh, I can't speak to that, unfortunately. I just know Blue Shift was created by not Valve. Golly.
Look at all these chickens!
Look at all these chickens.
They can't reach me from here. It's fine.
Well, it would like disintegrate into my smoothie.
Smoothie? What?
Yeah, dude. You know what I want? I want a game of Doomguy goes to work.
You know, there is actually something like that that's been made.
Really?
Yeah, so what's his name? I can't remember his exact full name, but it starts with Maximus. And he a long time ago he made a map that was called 100,000 Revenants. And
I know exactly what that's based on. Okay, go ahead.
And it's a map with 100,000 Revenants in it. And he gives you some special items to beat them, and it's not actually that hard of a map. It's just a big arena with 100,000 Revenants in it. And
sorry, I don't know what that's based on anymore. Go ahead.
after that, he made a map called Infinite Revenants because people were talking about how like his map was garbage, and it's just like it's yet another one of these maps where people just fucking like spam monsters, and it's, you know, it's so low effort, and it's intentionally low effort. He did it on purpose, right? So to absolve, you know, all their complaints, he made another map called Infinite Revenants.
Yeah.
And it literally just spawns infinite revenants until the game crashes. That's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, again, people were, you know, talking a bunch of crap about it. So
Sorry, Joe. I'll hit your thing in a moment, Joe, just because it's a question for Ryan. But I want Ryan to finish this thing.
So, yeah, everybody was like, oh, here we go again. This is fucking stupid. Hey,
Pojo.
that's a hint. Oh, I'm not wasting. These guys are easy.
So,
you know, everybody was shit talking him again. So he made another map called the Revenant Problem, which
Oh God.
Yeah. There's a revenant that walks towards you on a track in a room, and you're in a completely safe room. You cannot be harmed. And the revenant will walk into a teleporter and spawn next to a barrel, and it'll detonate the barrel and kill a monster, right?
Yeah.
But you can pull a lever, and instead it'll go through a different teleporter, and it'll kill whatever's on the other end of the other teleporter. And it's just 30 levels where he puts different monsters on either end of the teleporter and stuff, and you just have to do all these stupid thought experiments.
What a creative idea.
And it's got like some fun secrets in it and stuff like that. But yeah, everybody was like, all right, now the memes are actually becoming funny, and everybody's like loving his maps, right?
Yeah.
So he made another one called The Revenant Bus, and Doomguy is a bus driver who has a bus tour that goes from one end of the Nevada desert to the other. And it's literally just every now and then you have to operate the controls of the bus, and every 4 seconds a revenant spawns inside the bus and tries to kill you. And all you have is your fists.
That's beautiful.
One level is 7 hours long. It is the actual driving distance of the Nevada desert.
Okay. Joe asked, have you ever played Brutal Doom?
I have, and it's fun.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like, though, is that, man, the weapons are freaking powerful. So, like, you got to put in, like, mods for, like, extra spicy monsters and stuff, too. Otherwise, it's just too easy.
But when I said I want to see Doomguy goes to work, I literally mean he wakes up in the morning, like with the new Doomguy animated cutscenes from his first person perspective. Wakes up, gets a shower. Everything he does is violent and aggressive, even making his breakfast. And then he just goes into the office, he types with his keyboard. It's like
just chainsaws the keyboard.
He breaks it after a few keystrokes, hurls it into the trash, pulls open his drawer with many keyboards in it, pulls it out.
Beautiful. Yeah, I gotta admit, I would play that.
Honestly, I just want to see it. Joe says, I like how someone improved Desert Bus by just adding Doomguy.
Yeah. I see that secret.
I see the Tome of Power. Ooh, close.
They put it over the Herty water, too.
Oh, that's hurt. Oh, that explains the screaming. Oh, yeah. So falling doesn't hurt you?
No. It does in Hexen, though. Hexen's got fall damage.
Fun. Fall damage doesn't belong in games like this. Oh. I saw the Oni boys play Titanfall 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know that the Titanfall games are really cool, and Titanfall 2 absolutely killed it, because every level has, like, a unique thing about it that you're doing.
Oh, this is how you get the tone. You just go around.
The mostest cool one is is when you get the little time device. And right now you're in the future where everything's run down and not working. There's fires everywhere. There's doors that don't work. There's doors that do work because they're not there. But you can also travel to the past, where the facility's running again. There's robots around and there's enemies that shoot you, and you can just swap between it in an instant.
This doesn't sound like Titanfall anymore. It sounds like a different game.
It's a really cool idea, and that's it. Once that level's over, gone. Next thing.
I said it is kind of cool conceptually.
Oh yeah, and they do platforming FPS beautifully. It's incredible. I would not be surprised if after the Titanfall series, Call of Duty started taking notes from them.
Yeah, they probably will. Oh,
No, they definitely did. Both those games are a bit old now, and Call of Duty has been introducing more mobility and wall running. And it's like, fine, more mobility in those games makes them way more fun.
Yeah. I know that's pretty much the defining thing with these games. Like, you just want to be able to run around and shoot things. You know,
Yep.
don't complicate it.
Yeah, with these games, it's the fact that you move fast that allows you to jump gaps and, you know, find stuff. It's just the speed you move, because after these games, it's slowed down because it's like, let's be realistic.
Yeah, we have jumping now and 3D mechanics, so let's give people time to look up and down and explore their vertical environments and that kind of thing. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but you know,
Yep, go ahead.
oh, you're absolutely right. It's not really optimal. Everybody should be allowed to play at the speed that they're able to.
Joe says Titanfall got fucked. Those games are beautiful gems. Yeah, they really are. I'd love to play them someday, but FPSs are a bit low on my priority sheet, so.
I heard a gargoyle, but I don't see a gargoyle.
Left? I think he's back the way he came.
Oh well.
Do you think we should stream the first Deus Ex?
The first one?
Yeah.
Oof, man, I haven't even actually played that, so.
I have. I played it a little bit. I played it long enough to use my tongue to kill a mech robot because he shot off all my limbs.
Used your tongue?
Yeah. Well, it's a joke. You can have all of your limbs destroyed and still fight with melee. So you're just crawling on the ground as a torso, just like, and you can still fight.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. But also we would get it's JC Denton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We would get some wonderful moments with JC Denton. I love the dialogue in that game. I'm gonna stand here and let you. What does he say?
I'm not gonna stand here and let you badmouth the greatest democracy the world has ever known.
What a shame.
Okay.
He's so good. Huh. What a shame. This is right after he just killed a man.
Looks like you need to get a job.
Yeah, that one. Oh my god. Joe says, yeah, but you could, like, play Daggerfall. We could. I've played Daggerfall enough to clear the first dungeon, which is always randomly generated. Wait. Joe, I don't remember. One of the dungeons in Daggerfall is not random, and I don't remember if it's the first or the last. But I have played enough of Daggerfall to clear one dungeon. Wait, maybe I played Arena. Shit.
I gotta have more sippy.
Well, I'm not sure which, but yeah, no, Daggerfall is a really good game. That's also easy to get a copy of.
Yeah.
Just you get a DOS launcher and you're good, or whatever
Look at
it's
this
called.
edgy teleporter. Ooh, coffin.
Ooh, I'm a big brown shape. Ooh. Whoa, look at that one. It's red.
Yeah.
What are those little?
Oh no, I triggered something.
What are those little blips I keep seeing around? Those things. Those little squares.
Oh, it's ammo for the amber wand.
Ah. Is that your, like, default base weapon?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why it's on the box cover.
In fact, it's so default you can't even find one. You just spawn with it and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no model for it.
It's like how we can't get rid of the wooden sword in Grandia. We can only shove it into storage. Well, I'm glad this lap desk is doing good.
Yeah.
Because this is exactly what I wanted.
It's the big comfort.
Yes. Because comfortability was what we needed. Because we could have gotten a shitty one where it's like, ooh, I'm ovular on the bottom, so you can move me around.
Ovular?
Yeah, dude. Just like the ovular cavity. You know, we could have had a shitty lap desk, but I wanted. Whoa. I wanted to go all out, and I'm glad it's worth the money. It's also got a fucking USB hub built in.
Got him.
Admittedly, weirdly, we Oh, you at the boss?
Yep.
How many of those maps are there?
5.
Jeez. Yeah, we're not finishing this tonight. Okay.
Yeah, this is the shortest one, too.
Oh, God. We might be able to get through another one, I think.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Depends on how long we play.
But, so we got a wireless mouse and keyboard. They work off the same,
Oh, wait. That's right. I'm in the lava.
they work off the same bibble.
How do I get out of here? I forget.
Something there with that black thing?
I'm going to kill myself and auto-load.
Woo! Oh, no.
No, it auto-saves at the start of every level.
Okay, I was going to say.
So,
But yeah, weirdly, when we plugged this keyboard and mouse directly into my computer, the keyboard started just lagging out.
oh, God. What's going on with my controls?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm over. Yeah. Just pretend you didn't see that.
But, you know, the keyboard and mouse, the keyboard was lagging for some reason. But if we plug it into the hub on the lap desk thing we have, which there's a picture of it on Twitter, which is plugged directly into my computer, no lag, no downtime. It's very weird. Joe says, Daggerfall is freeware, so yeah, pretty easy to get. As far as random dungeons, no clue. I just went in a direction and ignored the story. Okay, but I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the mechanics of the game. I know that Daggerfall is almost completely randomly generated once you create a save. But I remember the dungeons. There's a little trick to them in some way. Oh. Is it death time? That thing's got it. There's got to be something with that thing, right? Maybe it comes down. Oh, there's a teleporter up there. So there might be a teleporter down here? Do you have wings?
Nope.
Damn it. Well, I would assume that that thing could come down, or there's a teleporter down here.
All right. No more goofing off.
No more Mr. Smelly Man. Ooh. So that's probably going to come down. Oh, that'll come down once everybody's dead.
Yeah, maybe. I think this opens up first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a teleporter over there. Oh, there's a... You see that?
What?
Right on the left side of the pillar, that the podium thing that they're on, there's that gap.
Oh, you're right.
Joe says, have you tried trying?
No.
Yeah. It's hard.
All right, we almost got it.
So are you still thinking of getting a server and doing a Minecraft server thing? Or is that kind of...
Not really.
The Minecraft...
Looking at the price and stuff like that, it's like, I don't really feel like paying that every month.
Yeah, the Minecraft meme is a little bit dead. Felix did go back to playing Minecraft for a little bit after his break, but I do think that he was like largely responsible for Minecraft coming back.
Maybe?
I think
don't
so.
know.
I
I
think
think
so.
lots of people still play Minecraft.
They did.
So.
They did. But the memes,
Oh.
the fact that it surged back.
Oh, right. This room's got the respawning exploder pods.
bye. I've seen you run into them, so. Oh, but they attack the other people. Okay. Oh my. That looks exciting.
Yeah, good thing I can cheese them because their projectiles can't go through that torch. Of course, I said I could cheese them, and I was like, this is taking too long. I want to go fast.
I need to see if I can actually get one of those eBay bids on a lot on a
Oh.
whoa,
I exploded.
on like a batch of PS1 or PS2 games. That'll be good. Do you hit the tilde key to pause, or is that escape?
Escape.
Okay. Yeah, the tilde key is is the hotkey for shadow play, to record and not record. But yeah, I'd love to get just like a batch of games, because if the bids are right, you're making money, you know. Granted, I also really like games with manuals, so going to local shops is kind of my go-to. Ooh. Seen that dodge.
Yeah, we're gonna get them. I have attuned myself to them. They cannot dodge me now.
Oh, they have a
Ow.
potion. What the fuck? What the hell was that?
There's a fucking... There he is.
Wow. He hurt.
Yeah, everything hurts at this difficulty.
Jeepers.
Yep.
Lava doesn't hurt too much.
Yeah,
He
you want
makes
to...
the same grunt sound as Doomguy.
Yep. Yeah, you want to make diagonal runs when you're in lava because you go faster and
Yep, I know about diagonal running.
you get less ticks of damage. All right, Ryan, don't go into exploder room.
Joe says busting nuts in there.
Busted nuts in there?
I think the
Oh, I know what he's... Yeah.
you're still hitting that torch. There you go. Whoa.
Oh, they pushed him out.
God, so you really just have that window to shoot in on both sides. That's incredible. This feels like a user-created level to me.
This is a Sandy Peterson level.
Jesus. Also, those exploder boys are a neat idea. Oh, they can attack?
The nitro golems? Yeah.
No, the balls.
No.
I saw them spitting out stuff.
Oh, that's... Yeah, they
Is that how they regenerate?
replicate, yeah.
Oh, okay. Joe says, have you considered playing Final Fantasy Tactics?
Ow! Oh my god.
I fully believe that game has the best story in the series. I haven't considered playing it just because I played it a little bit when I was a child, when I was a youth, and I think I played it on emulator. It's definitely a really good game, and I enjoyed it, but we would have to stream it. But I will consider it now. That could be a thing that we potentially do in the future when you visit. We could do that. We'll see. I'm not really sure. I also wouldn't be very good at it, so be prepared for me to make all the decisions that you don't want me to.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I can't believe I survived that.
Oh, there's a potion there.
I know. I'm
Okay.
not going for it though.
Joe says hashtag barrels2 electric boogaloo.
Come out, you little fucker. Come on.
Got him. Does that mean that doesn't... Oh, you're saving? Start... Ah! C drives. Oh, it's on my desktop. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's in this folder on the desktop. Got it. Could you have just opened this door?
Huh?
There's a button, so... Would you have been able to just run up and open it and just go?
Yeah.
Oh, the Pillarman!
Yeah.
There's AC/DC. There's Wham! And Cars.
The blue sips. Oh yeah, there is also a Doom mod that's just retired Doomguy. And you wake up and you go to your fridge and you get a can of Monster Zero energy. And then you go out and you get on your mower and you ride it around.
Yes!
And every
I've seen that!
Yeah, every now and then it will teleport into your backyard. You can run it over with your lawnmower.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's wonderful. Whoa, look at those boys.
Yeah,
They're
these
cool.
Are iron liches.
Iron.
That's what they're called.
What a neat idea.
They got a spooky face too.
They look fun. I take it those green things are crossbow ammo?
Yeah.
Okay. Making things... Oh. Making things color-coded makes sense. Oh, God, it's a head.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They cast all kinds of magic at you.
Whoa. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, they have ice, fire, and wind magic.
That's neat.
And, well, do they have a iron move? They're called Iron Liches, but I don't think they actually have a move that's metal-based.
I think that's just tied to the fact that they have their helmets. Oh, God.
Yeah, they also drop egg spheres, so they're cool for that.
That's a cool boss.
They become a normal enemy in all subsequent episodes.
I believe it. Because they looked like they could be normal enemies. You did cheese them with the rings. Or rather ring, but... Ugh. Ooh, Ryan's got it. Oh! Damn.
Sippy juice.
Oh yeah, you picked up a bunch. Joe says, what if I was my own phylactery?
There you go.
Yep.
I don't think it's immortality if you're your own phylactery. It's like, aha, you can't kill me unless you kill the thing. Oh, wait, it's me. You can't kill me unless you kill me.
Oh, look, the treasure room.
Yeah.
Where they put all their skulls. Oh, yeah, you're at the end of the episode. So. Why did they put it? Oh, so you have one for the...
No.
Nothing.
This is it?
Nothing carries over once you go...
No, you go back to just a wand.
With the destruction of the Iron Leeches and their minions, the last of the undead are cleared from this plane of existence. Those creatures had to come from somewhere, though, and you have sneaky suspicion that fiery portal is hell, open onto dimension. To make sure that none undead, make or worse, don't come through, you'll have seal hell maw from other side. Of course means you may get stuck very unfriendly world, but no one ever said being a heretic was easy. I like how it's all lowercase too. It was weird. It was weird. Why did they do credits?
Oh, because the first episode is usually the shareware version.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did they come in like separate floppy disks?
I would believe it.
Yeah, because they already aired credits. All right, go ahead, load it up. Ooh, yeah, we'll try and make it through this one before we stop. Oh yeah, now you're actually in hell. Fun.
No, it's not actually hell.
Oh, it's just Hell's Maw.
No, it's one of Disparal's planes.
Hell's Maw. It was called Hell's Maw.
Yeah, I mean it's like hell, but it's not really hell.
No, it's Hell's Maw. It's the portal to hell. You're getting close to it.
This isn't a portal.
You're getting there. Your molecules will get all rearranged.
Oh no.
Yeah, once we finish with Heretic, I'm gonna heat up some Totino's pizza rolls. Leave a comment on this web space if you want a pizza roll. I'll mail it to you.
Hmm.
Anybody want any pizza rolls?
I mean, I was cooking tonight, but if you want pizza rolls, that's fine.
Maybe I should make them now to hold me over.
Well, it's up to you, man.
Does anybody else want a Totino's pizza
New
roll?
enemy, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh god.
That's a very cool fire effect.
They are called were-dragons.
I like them. I like their design. I like their attacks. And they even blend in with this environment a little bit.
Thematically and otherwise. Ow.
Dirt?
Ow. Oh god. He snuck up on me.
So, could you explain the difficulties one more time? I was busy when you were doing that before.
So, yeah, Heretic has 2 maximum difficulties. The Thou Art a Smite Meister is a survival-oriented experience where ammo is less plentiful. Oh, and
Wait, what did it say? Player has what? Oh, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Ammo is less plentiful, and wait a minute. Oh, right, it's the first level, so it's not going to autosave. I just started anew. But yeah, ammo is less plentiful, but there's also not as many enemies. The difficulty of the enemies is still at the same level, but you know, you have less enemies but less ammo.
Okay.
And it's a resource management game rather than, you know, a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, get the TMP.
Black Plague Possesses Thee is a difficulty where all the enemies are basically doubled or tripled in some cases. Like in most difficulty settings, there's only one Iron Lich for the final level of the first episode.
Ah.
Black Plague, you get 3. So,
And you can only feel alive when you play on Black Plague.
yeah, pretty much. Smite Meister's okay too, but I don't like having to have 3 different weapons with 10 ammo in each.
Mm-hmm.
And just be like, oh, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Ow, you little bastard.
Hey, you've definitely got the timing of their attacks all down, so yeah, you are the expert. Oh damn, you got a lot of crossbow.
Yeah, it goes fast though against these guys.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna bait them in.
Alright.
'Cause there's 10 of them in there.
I'm gonna go do me a pee.
And then do you a pizza?
Yeah, I'll pop the Totino's pizza rolls. In the toaster oven.
Ow!
I'll try and avoid distracting you, but
I said I was gonna bait him out, but I didn't. Now I'm going to.
all right. Remember to do words, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, leave a comment in our web area if you want a pizza. We'll order a whole pizza for you and deliver it. Just remember, if you order a delivery person to your house, because of the quarantine, they actually have to stay in your house forever. They live with you now. Yeah. So yeah, this level introduces 1 new enemy and 1 new weapon if you can find it. Which is pretty much exactly what they did with the second episode of Doom, but you know, it's a good formula. Why mix things up, you know? All right, so this is the Tome of Power room.
Bring up your super cool joke from the beginning of stream.
I forget what it was.
Heretic!
Oh no. No, don't make me do that. Yeah, Chris put out a notification that we were streaming Heretic on Twitter. And he intentionally spelled it Heretic instead of Heretic. So I took the opportunity to make a Pickle Rick joke with it, which that's not my proudest moment. It's not. I'm really sorry, guys, but you know, I had to. Does the key... I don't want to go over there unless the key's over there. Oh, well. We'll find out. All right. They make you fight this... And I'm at 1 health again. Oh, but the key's here. I should bring the computer closer so I can read. Joe says, the corona ain't all that bad. The pizza place I go to needed to get rid of stuff, so if you got a specialty pizza, they gave you a free XL. That makes me want pizza, to be honest. Oh, I might have to order some pizza Patron for later. Oh, my work buddies get really mad when I don't call it Pizza Patron. I keep calling it Pizza Patron, but you know that's apparently disrespectful to not use you know, Pizza Patron. But calling it Pizza Father just sounds really weird. Like, let us call Pizza Father. Let's call Pizza Father. He will give us nutrients. Oh God, he died real good. All right, come on. There we go. All right, everyone died. Shadow Sphere. That's bait. I require Father's greasy pizza. Yes. I made a promise, Mr. Frodo.
How's it going, Ryan?
Good. Joe was telling me about how his pizza place, because of Corona, they needed to dump stock, so they were giving everybody a free extra large pizza if they ordered.
Oh shit.
It makes me want pizza.
I will say that
The Chinese food place I ordered from later last week, they just fucking threw in an egg roll and some wonton soup.
Awesome.
Yeah. That place has always been good to me, just regardless of situations. And they have a concierge discount, but they have a new order online feature.
Ah, okay.
So I take the convenience of that over a discount.
Makes sense.
Because I just don't like giving my card information over phone. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, if people want to mess with your card, there's not really anything you can do to stop them.
Yeah.
You just catch them later on and have your way with their kneecaps. Report them to the authorities.
The last things Joe said were, I require Father's greasy pizza, and I'll place it next to Father's finger and Father's eye socket.
Yes.
Good.
So yeah, new item.
Oh?
The
Oh.
Ankh.
That's a whole ass vase.
Yeah. It just gives you max life.
Oh.
That's it.
Big potion.
Yeah. Which is, it's very good to have as your current active if you're not planning on using an item, because it's like an oh shit button.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
like, oh man, my health is a lot lower than I remember it where it should be. Oh, and another new enemy gets introduced.
Shit, I'm making things. God fucking. So I kept the toilet paper nearby. Look at all this toilet paper we have. Whoa!
Chris, don't you know it's now bougie and 1%y to brag about your toilet paper? Like,
Look at all this.
there are people out there who can't wipe right now.
There are people out there who can't blow their nose like the working class does. Oh no. Shout out to anybody who blows their nose with rolls of toilet paper. Because fuck buying specific tissue paper. Waste of money. Joe says, I want Todd modded into this. I don't think he means Todd Howard. I think he means Todd from Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah. So
I would like either.
for
honestly.
any who may be observing and not know who Todd is the name we gave to
Huh? No, I was like, nobody's gonna fucking know. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, Todd's the walking artillery crab thing in Risk of Rain 2. Because that was just the name Chris and Joe decided you should have.
It was just, we have a nickname for everything else. So what's the nickname for this? And Joe's just like, Todd. All right. And it stuck.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue, you know? Works out.
Someone out there a long time ago found out that saying the word Todd is appealing. So why give up on his good research, you know? Think all the shitty names he had before he came up with Todd.
Think of anything before Todd.
I dare you.
It doesn't.
I dare you to try to think of something other than Todd right now.
It doesn't even compare. What Todd are we talking about? Any Todd. Todd Howard? Nothing compares to him. Not a single thing. That man's a walking
Topic.
Topic. Wow.
It's like there's videos of him. I fucking love the one video where he's talking about game design and he just leans back in his chair, closes his eyes, and like, yes, I was in the chess club. Like, I love that. Like, haha, got you, jocks. I'm gonna make games. Got you guys, making fun of me.
Oh, no! No.
And then he just says, yes, I was in the chess club.
Now I have to wait.
Oh no.
I hate waiting.
Hate. Joe says he fires bullshit at you just like Todd Howard. Hey. Really? Still fucking leaking. Good God.
This game taught me that if I run fast enough, lava won't hurt me.
That sounds like a lot of games, actually.
Alright. Do I have the Necromancer's Gauntlets? I don't have them yet. Not in this world. All I got is my trusty jabber. or as Chris likes to imagine it, he's deep-throating a lollipop with a really...
A big root beer sucker, okay?
Yeah, a really big wooden stick. Oh, it's so good.
I like that flavor. What a shame.
Just pops a big sucker in his mouth.
Good.
Sounds like you should get a job.
Oh my God. You found the only way to make that game better than it already is.
If he has a big root beer sucker. Can you go through that flashing horror? No, wait, you just came from there.
Yeah. It's okay, I can fly.
Oh, that works. That's such a neat item. Did they have anything like that in Doom?
No.
Yeah.
There were no items in Doom.
Oh,
it's just
right.
power-ups you could find every now and then. Oh, wait. I have lots more ammo than I thought I did.
Ooh-wee! It's looking like a sarsaparilla Sunday. So what else is going on around the nation dealing with the epidemic? I did see in New Orleans there were police cruisers out on the street trying to clear crowds out, not forcing anybody.
Yeah.
But they're just driving through big crowded areas, just like, you are causing more harm than anything. Go home.
I saw New York City, they have the schools closed for like 4 months now or whatever.
You know,
It's like till April or whatever.
we haven't imposed a curfew like Italy, but Italy is a very bad situation. Canada actually, they essentially did a travel ban, but the way that it was phrased is that they basically closed down the borders. Oh, and I did learn. I was well, Joe, you actually oh wait. Joe says in Doom you had a power of forward.
Oh no. Oh good, I can still hit the switch even though it's up.
Joe said in Doom you had a power of forward and rage.
That's right.
And then he also said, unrelated to many things, how long y'all streaming? I don't need to be up until later again tomorrow. Oh, let me see what time we're at right now. We are almost at 2 hours. We're probably going to keep this going for another hour. Ryan's going to go cook, and then we're going to come back and stream Grandia for at least 2 to 3 hours. So I will not be able to do games later. I really need to edit. So I am out of commission at the end of streaming everything. Fuck, what was I saying? So not Canada. Shit. Oh yeah. Joe, I know you talked to you were talking to Pup about the travel ban that we got in the U.S. I'm currently not worried about it. Pup is gonna be traveling here, so we could hang out and do things that couples do.
Chris dabbed during that, just so everyone knows.
Thank you, Ryan. And I'm not too worried about the travel ban right now, because I'm going to wait until the end of the 30 days and see what happens. And if the ban is extended, which they left room for in the motion,
Yep.
I can still travel to and from the U.S.
Yep.
So I can go there if I want to. I can head over to where Pup is. So I'm not too worried about it. And one of the screening airports that is allowed, that has been green lit to go through when you're coming from out of country, Fort Worth.
Oh.
Not even that far away. Further than Bergstrom, but you know. So I'm pretty lucky that I can leave the country and come back if I need to, if all this stuff is still happening in June. And not be that like sent askew.
I mean, I still wouldn't do it, just because, you know, things can
Yeah.
change while you're out.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it'll be in June, so hopefully the whole situation will improve by then. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that Pup can come here because I want to take Pup around the town, get some good food, have some good times. Joe says, I will be dead by then, no worries. And then he says, I want y'all to be able to enjoy y'all's company. This shit needs to keep going for another 2 months at least. Wait a minute. I'm getting mixed messages in that. Are you saying we need to keep doing this whole self-quarantine stuff for 2 months in order to solve it? Because I don't have an information base for that. I don't have enough intel to confirm or deny that. Just a moment, setting that there.
Yep.
Put this in the toilet paper holder.
All right.
That's another thing about this lap desk, is that it's got pockets on the left side, which should be for the gamer, but they're for me.
Oh no.
I'm just putting my beverages and stuff in it.
You can't turn me into one of you
can't
weird
persist.
dragons.
You cannot persist. Do you think I should have this plugged in somewhere underneath, just so it's just there forever?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I don't think we're going to use this keyboard and mouse for anything else.
Yeah, probably not.
It might be a good idea. And then we'll free up that that USB port right there. Joe says, I don't want to work. I don't want to do work things, and it's slowed down due to this plague. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation pretty much. Like, we're still working, but it's not really going that fast.
Yeah, the company that you work for, they slowed down their store hours. They close early now, right?
There's a lich in there. How do I want to deal with this? Oh, he's coming to me.
I need some water.
Oh, you're approaching me?
So did you finish part 3?
I'm getting there.
Okay. Yeah, Joe. I'm still forever disappointed with how they did part 1. Because it was like, it was so quick. And yeah, it was the shortest manga, but...
I mean, I don't have any reference for it, so it seemed
Yeah.
fine to me.
Yeah. Also, the fact that it was like largely 3D CGI, that bothered me a bit. For a long time, part 2 was my favorite. I loved Joseph. I fucking loved the adventures of fucking Joseph. I
Yeah.
loved him. And he had one of the... Right there... Well... Oh, Joe says also stonks. So... Part 1. Manga-wise, could have ended. Anime-wise, no. Not with the way they did it. But the way they do every JoJo arc, each story could be the end of the story.
Yep.
They do that perfectly every time. With the anime of part 1, no. They paced it really quick, and it bugged me. Part 2 had one of the best endings because it had an escalation. Because at first you had vampires that are derived from masks and rituals and pillarmen.
Yeah.
Vampires become pillarmen. Slight spoiler, does anything come of the pillarmen later in the franchise? No.
Yeah.
It's all about stands.
They all died.
Well, just the fact that vampires can become pillarmen.
Can they, though?
Yeah, that was the idea.
No, they were moon people.
Moon people.
The Pillarmen, they were a separate race from humans.
Oh. I thought vampires could become them at some point, but I might be wrong about that. It's been a long time.
No, the mask would impart like some of their power to them so that they would feast on humans, and then they would be the food for the moon people.
Even the vampires would be even better food because the vampires are fed on humans.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, sorry.
They eat the humans, and then the vampires themselves get eaten.
Yeah, that was an escalation. But then that goes away and it's all about stands.
Yeah, because stands were kind of cool.
It's a neat idea, but it still bothers me a little bit.
Oh, there's ammo for the secret weapon.
What's the secret weapon? Oh, Crystal Vial?
No, right here, see? Balls.
Oh, Weapon 7. Does that mean it's available soon?
I mean, it should spawn eventually, but you can go through the entire game without ever getting one, even if you check every spawn point.
Oh, right. You told me about that.
Because they wanted to fuck with everybody for some reason. I mean, at the very least, the weapon is more interesting than it is valuable. It's not actually very good.
You mean like that one weapon in Dead Space? I don't remember which one. I'm sorry.
The flamethrower?
Oh yeah, there is a flamethrower.
Yeah. The flamethrower just kind of makes the enemies do more damage to you for a while.
I like the force gun a lot.
Yeah, that thing was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I never got it because I was like, there's no way that's any good.
My pizza rolls are done.
Oh.
But maybe I'm thinking of Resident Evil with the mine launcher.
The mine launcher's very good.
Okay. It's good if you want it to be, but otherwise it feels like a gimmick. Because I feel like you were really telling me, Chris, you don't need to get that.
I mean, you don't.
Well, yeah, I mean, based on the exact statement I just made, yeah. But, like, that's followed up by, but you want to get it, right?
Well, it's only if you're good at using it.
Okay, yeah.
It takes a lot of practice, and it's not always that good. Because, like, the trick with Resident Evil is the more weapons you pick up, the more types of ammo boxes you have to carry, and the harder it is to get any specific type of ammo to appear.
All right, I'm gonna go get unless it's TMP, then I get plenty.
Because you cheat.
I'm gonna go get my Totino's pizza rolls. Ryan, do you want to talk about why you don't like Resident Evil 2?
I just don't like its controls, and I also don't like Mr. X. Yeah, Mr. X is... I mean, I get it. It's like, the horror thing where you're supposed to not empower the person that's playing to make them think that, they can just kill everything that they come across. But to me, Resident Evil isn't a very good horror game because it's not scary, like, even the slightest. So it just makes him annoying. It's just like, that's just a guy I don't want to deal with. So the fact that he keeps showing up and, you have to make the game all about avoiding him, this is annoying. I don't like it. I would have preferred if there was just lots of zombies in it. I don't think it's like a statement of fact, though. I'm not asserting that it's objectively worse because of that, but I never liked him. Or enemies like that. Nemesis was kind of the same way in his game. I mean, he could be killed. It was possible. But really, it was just you put him to sleep and then you got to deal with him again later. Oh. Ow. Alright, that's it. You have to be a chicken. I'm gonna drink my my old time big gulp. Where'd the chickens go? Chickens. Did they die from the lava? I think they died from the lava. That's funny. Oh no! I need you to die. Thank you. What are the wings for here? They only ever give you wings if there's a secret that needs them. Or if there's a secret that's like tough to get if you don't have them. So that way it's like it's still possible to get if you don't find the wings, but it's still a challenge. Can't get up there yet.
You have Eddie in chat, by the way. He's
Oh.
not in chat, but he's here watching.
Hello, Eddie. I know you're here with us in spirit.
That's right.
You're- You're laboring hard under the illusion that we're, still taking tickets at this hour. Snow's calling.
Oh yeah, what are you making tonight, Ryan?
Well, I can either make my chili or I can make blackened chicken.
Well, I have nothing to commit to that, so
All right.
that's that for me.
When you say you have nothing to commit from that, you mean you have no preference, or that you are thinking about making something alongside it, or?
Oh shit, I forgot to get another drink. No preference, and I'll probably eat some of whatever it is, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna be cooking anything though. Let me zoom this into chat so you can see it a bit better. Ow. There we go.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked today. I'm not doing good at all.
That's okay. You're in a new environment.
I say I'm not doing good at all, but, I'm clearing most of these levels on a single
Yeah.
save.
But you know how to do better. I
Yeah.
gotta go past you. I got chat zoomed in now.
Oh, okay. I still can't read it because I'm a blind asshole. Ow. Alright, you're good.
Yeah, we have limited space in this room, but we have enough. Ugh. Okay.
I keep getting trapped by the shotgun effect.
The shotgun effect?
Yeah, so the crossbow is essentially the shotgun in Heretic, and the problem is that it's so generically useful, and most of the time it's the weapon you use when you're trying to save ammo for your other guns,
Ah, okay.
that you just kind of zone out and use it until you have literally full ammo and everything, but you're still using just the crossbow.
Okay. I've been seeing you switch between weapons pretty regularly, so I think you're doing a good job.
I use pretty much only the crossbow so far on this level, though.
Gotcha.
Still kind of low on the Hellfire staff, though. I'm not going to use that. Alright, so if I remember correctly, now I should be able to... Nope, still can't. Okay, when I get the blue key, I can probably do it.
Oh, Nate sent me some mechs on Discord. Hell yeah. I love
Pictures of mechs, or like...
Yeah, yeah.
He actually sent you a mech.
Yeah, probably. I cannot wait for... Oh, God. Let me look it up so I can get the title right. There's a new Gundam Versus game coming out, and I'm so fucking hyped for it. Because, you know the game I have, Gundam Versus on PS4?
Yeah.
Hundreds of mobile suits. Way more.
Dang.
And it was limited to arcade booths in Japan. And the community has been waiting for it to get a console release. And not only is it getting a console release, it's getting a US console release as well. Or rather, North American. Let's see. Gundam. Oh, here we go, Ryan. Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost.
The fuck?
It's a really good game. I am so excited to play it.
They're just running out of names for it.
That's how those games work. You know all the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, the Naruto
Yeah.
fighting games, they just add words. That's why oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah, the Phoenix Rod.
That's why Dragon Ball Fighter Z, not only was it one of their best fighting games in a long time, it had a simple title. What would you equate this weapon to?
The rocket launcher.
Oh, okay.
Because that's really what it is.
Rocket launcher. Does it have an explosion?
Oh, look, I have 1 sliver of health left. Slurp.
What was that? It was an orbial. Oh,
Oh, the chaos device. It just teleports you to the map spawn.
to the map spawn?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the map.
It's a TP scroll.
Yeah.
That ain't chaotic at all.
Well, in Hexen, they fixed that because depending on which character you have determines what certain items do. And if you play as the cleric, it teleports you back to the map spawn. But if you play as a character like the fighter who can't use magic, it teleports you to a random location.
Okay, good. At least it does something different. I like that.
And the mage, it teleports you to where you're looking.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, all the items in Hexen are really cool because depending on what class you play, some of them will do different things.
Yeah, I did see that there were classes in one of these games. I am now knowing that it is Hexen. Ooh,
The big shield.
neat. Ooh, 200 armor.
Yep.
Cool.
Because it blocks more damage, it has a higher health pool so that it lasts as long.
So, is that how they differ armor? Is that damage always splits the same way? It just gives you numbers based on what would be mathematically, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but no, it's each type of shield will block a different percentage of damage, and the health pool will also be different.
Okay, gotcha. I'm waiting until these Tortino's pizza rolls cool down. I haven't had pizza rolls in ages. I got them on a whim because I'm kind of out of food. Kind of. So I just grabbed them at the fucking gas station. Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, quick thing. Pop in the toaster oven.
If it works, it twerks.
Is that door in there? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
Hellstaff in here. Hellstaff is just the plasma gun from Doom.
Ah.
But it's also one of the better weapons to use the Tome of Power with. But I don't know. I always forget to use the Tome of Power.
Mace spheres?
Yeah.
That's the... Is it a mace?
Yeah, kinda. It's a mace. You'll see. One
Okay.
of these times you'll see.
Okay.
Like I said, it's more interesting than it is useful.
I
Oh,
bet.
the ice level.
Ooh. Now you have more forward and the same amount of rage.
Yeah. Not actually a big fan of this level, but it does look nice.
Look, as long as levels are doing different things every now and then, why is there ice and lava? Stop. Stop.
You were getting all set to defend it. See, I don't like it because they put fuckboys up on these battlements here. You can't mess with them. You gotta just accept that they're a reality.
You have to believe.
You have to accept their ideology.
Oh, that's awful. Alright, I'm gonna try and take a bite out of one of these pizza rolls. They still feel too hot. That's too hot, right?
I mean, I'm getting used to it.
I set one of the pizza rolls on Ryan's hand so you can judge the temperature.
He's trying to scald me.
No, that's a good temp.
He's like, hey, Ryan, I heard burning your flesh makes you play better. Let's give it a try.
You wanna grab one?
Yeah. Just eat into this corner. Wow, there was a lot in that box.
Yeah, 15. Ooh. It's been ages since I had these. Pretty good. Leave a comment on this web zone if you want to send me a pizza.
Alright, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get rid of all these fuckers up in the battlements. Rocket launcher. Well, he's dead. Rocket.
I was gonna say
launcher.
you're being very liberal with that. Granted, that's what it looks like to me. You're probably aiming very well, so.
I mean, just consider it was really how hard it was to look up back in the day.
Yeah.
So this is high precision shooting by those standards.
Why is there that glass there?
Is it an item?
Oh.
It's a secret. So it's a good thing it drew your attention because that validates its presence.
It didn't. There's no reason there would be stained glass in this stage, so.
Oh my god, stop. I don't like this part.
How would you improve it, Ryan, the game designer?
Well, don't give me shit controls and then put fucking Disciples of Despair up on the fucking battlements. Look how annoying they are. They even sound annoying.
They just keep shouting vote blue no matter who.
Oh no. Despair is Bernie Sanders.
So what do you think about streaming, Ryan? Like all the things we got to do to set up for it. It's not too bad, but I'm familiar with it. The different games. You know, like I know that you watch a few streams.
Generally, streams are okay. I personally don't like wading through, hours of content to try and find stuff that, really catches my interest. I like edited videos. So stuff where all the lines are planned and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's getting to the point where I'm having trouble finding content I haven't already seen on YouTube. So
Yeah.
because of the nature of my work and stuff like that. So I am watching more streams now than I definitely ever thought I would. Just because, at the very least, it's something to do. I still feel a little bit like I'm kind of against certain types of streams.
Oh yeah.
I don't like Twitch and their whole thing where like they have 15 different ways to spend money to get attention.
Yeah.
Because it's
And also, if you get them titties out.
well, it feels predatory. It's like there's plenty of people who are big into games who would watch streams and then feel like, oh man, this person I'm watching, he's my friend because I watch his stream, so I'm gonna give him money and then he'll say my name.
That's a thing for any internet personality.
Yeah.
That's an issue they all face.
But like monetizing it,
Yeah.
I don't like. So
Inferno Orb Lesser Runes? Is that a spell?
no, Inferno Orb is ammo for the Phoenix Rod.
Oh, good.
You see, I got 20 ammo.
Whoa. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. That's an issue for most content creators. Well, I'll say a lot rather. I don't like Twitch because look, YouTube is shit, but Twitch actively promotes things that are against their rules. YouTube, it's kind of the rare examples. Like, it's like obviously video of Jake Paul in the suicide forest and they find a body.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're gonna punish him for that. But his other avenues of business, we're not gonna hit those because it was that content that was reprehensible. It's like, okay, I understand. I gotcha. YouTube's got problems worse than that, though. The thing about Twitch is that they actively promote and support things that just blatantly go against their rules. They just don't do anything about it because money. So I just don't like Twitch.
Yeah, it would be good if all the internet media companies would get their shit together, or at least we get rid of this whole thing where they get to pretend they're publishers. That would be good too.
Yeah, and then they don't be publishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
was like, this is just an open forum. Like, we can't be responsible for the content on it.
But also, get your content out of here. Come on. Jeez, what was I getting towards? Streaming in general. Yeah, I've been watching less streams. I've been watching more TV series and more movies again.
I started watching Lord of the Rings again. I got to get the rest of the videos though.
I bet you have been watching Lord of the Rings.
I love it.
Yeah.
What do you mean you bet I have?
I know you love Lord of the Rings. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, shit, I had it. Oh, you know how I'm into retro gaming stuff. Voltar is a very, very talented and very competent, what would you call a person who can modify motherboards and circuit boards and all that? Those are probably very different things, but just, you know what I mean. With soldering.
Computer engineer, I guess?
Yeah, I would call him that. He's a very, very good computer engineer. And one of the things that he has to deal with is people who are not good at computer engineering like he is. So they'll buy a modded console off of eBay, and then they'll be like, huh, this isn't working. People recommend this Voltar guy. Let me send it to him and have him work on it. Ooh. And there's this guy named, his name is his name is Dojin Dance. Yeah, I don't know. It's a screen name. I believe he's Japanese, and he mods consoles and he sells them at a ridiculous price. It's like, okay. So then Voltar will. He's got one video about this, and this guy is notorious for modding consoles in a shitty way.
Oh.
And he'll crack open a Duo R. I've told you about this. You know about TurboGrafx 16?
Yeah.
Roughly. There's something called a Duo R. It was actually produced by NEC in 1991. So that is the newest factory product you can get to play those games, to play PC Engine games. So people like to buy it, mod it for RGB, and it's good for a long time. He got one of Dojin Dance. He just calls him Douche Dance. He got one of his modded consoles. He cracks it open, and it's got fucking 2-part epoxy in there, sealing up certain solders that were made and shit, and pins, because he can't solder. Like, and the way that he has to remove the 2-part epoxy is with just like a heat gun, and just return it to plastic state. It's like, oh my god, this is awful. And then every time he pulls open a fucking console and there's hot glue in there.
Oh.
That's easier to take off than epoxy, but it's just so depressing. Oh, also, that other guy, what he'll do is he'll do the 2-part epoxy, run the wires, and then he'll wrap the module that he put in there for like regional to bypass regional locking.
Yeah.
He'll wrap it in like plastic bubble wrap. Put it in the console.
That's not good.
No. So I love watching Voltar because he's very good at what he does, and you can buy things from his shop. You can also request that he do things. And the reason I know about him is the My Life in Gaming YouTube channel. Those guys are familiar with Voltar and have made requests of him. Yeah, Voltar is a good channel. He's who I've been watching recently on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll just put on random Red Letter Media videos.
Yeah, I think the nice thing about their stuff is how much time it takes up.
Oh, yeah.
You could watch one video and get like a couple days worth of at-work entertainment out of it.
You could put on the whole best of the worst playlist, and it'll take you a week or so. And by the time you're at the end, you'll kind of forget what the first ones were about. So, It did get to a point where I started remembering too many of their videos. So.
Come down. I feel like they did something to make it so that these fuckers wouldn't actually come down from their spots.
Hmm.
Because, like, they can fly, so there's no reason why they can't just come down.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't.
Pathing. Yeah, they did something, definitely. Do you want any more of these?
Grab a pizza roll.
Leave a comment on this web zone if you want me to send you a pizza roll. I just like that I can put my beer in this fucking lap desk thing. It's so nice. It would be a bit of a pain in the ass to put it back in from where you're sitting.
Why am I getting my ass kicked by fucking gargoyles?
It's funny.
It's a little entertaining.
Mm. Yeah, whatever. Hey, one shot. So you think, actually, what's your projection on this game? You think we'll have to do a second, well, we'll have to do obviously a second stream, but do you think third stream will be good? Second stream? What are you thinking?
I think by the end of the third stream, I could probably get us to the last episode of the main game.
But
So then there would still be one left.
okay. So we might have to do a fourth stream to finish the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, our streams run from 2 to 3 hours. I try not to go over 3 hours if I can help it. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. And then once we're finished with this game, we can do Revenge of Shinobi. We'll give that a go, and then we can swap over to Hexen, honestly.
Yeah.
And Grandia will still be going on.
Oh, God.
I wonder. I think it'll still take us a little bit to get through the rest of Grandia. We ain't gotten... We don't have Rap, we don't have Mildo, we don't have Guido. Guido has showed up. And I love him.
Yeah, he talks about his Parmigiana.
Gonna have to make a 2 trips. I love him. I actually started thinking about doing Star Ocean Second Story, and if we want to have like a lengthy RPG game always be in our lineup, that would be the game to go to next. Because I would love to play that game. I would love for you to play that game too, because it's more active combat. Like you run around on the battlefield and hit buttons and things happen. But it is random encounters. So, not like Grandia, where you see them on the map and you can run around them. Literally Final Fantasy random encounters.
Gotcha.
And the neat thing about Second Story is that you pick one of two characters at the beginning, Claude or Reyna. And that becomes your main character for the game. So the storyline will follow that character.
Okay.
Most of the story follows them as a party, but there are certain scenes you don't see unless you're the other person.
Oh.
So you get a decent amount of insight into their experiences, and they are like the main, like they are each other's main romantic interest. So it's neat to see how it's different. I still think Claude is the best because there's just a moment where he has a conversation with someone. And it's really important to know that. Whereas Reyna's stuff is just like, she talks with Diaz. And he's like... I don't even remember what Diaz's whole deal was. But...
I don't even know who Diaz is.
Yeah. But that's another one of those games that, at least I think, you have party members that can come into the party, but also they could leave. And you can only have a certain amount. I don't remember. I know that if you get, say I think I remember the match. If you get Ashton, the guy who has been cursed with 2 dragons on his shoulders, wonderful man.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, but he always looks miserable and upset and he doesn't want to fight.
Oh.
Yeah, he's fun. You can either get Ashton or Opera. And she's like a lady with a big machine gun. So if you get one of them, you can't get the other. The events won't happen.
Huh.
Bowman or Dr. Bowman. He's basically a doctor that punches the shit out of people. I love him.
That's the kind of doctor most people need, honestly.
You can either get him or the office secretary girl who has a taser. I don't know her real abilities. I never get her. I always get Bowman.
That's awesome.
I've never gotten her, but I know about all these different characters that you can get. And I made it so close to the end of the game. I remember there's an encounter. There's these guys called the Wise Men, the 7 Wise Men, and they end up being like big dick boss fights. Very anime.
Oh, yeah.
Made it to this gladiatorial arena, and the Wise Men showed up, at least 2 of them. And my brother couldn't do it.
Oh, no.
Then I came along.
The challenge.
Yep. I came along, and so because it's active combat, you can play one character while you're in combat. The rest is controlled by NPCs, and you can set settings for their behavior. I accidentally cheesed it.
Oh?
I had another melee weapon person in the party, and we kept doing our special moves on the guy, and we were on both sides, so we basically just juggled him.
Outstanding. So you just fucking swaggered on in there. It's like, let me show you how it's done, brother.
Let me try, brother. And that was the sole reason I won. I never beat the game after that. I got stuck later on at another Wiseman fight. So, Pup says woke ho to find my phone on the floor behind the bed. Damn, I didn't know the stream was that bad. We're slamming down more pizza rolls. Pup says my right titty fucking hurts. I feel that.
Tell the left one to stop beating it up.
That's right. They both gotta carry their own weight.
Carry a damn load.
Carry a titty load. Ugh. Yeah, I think the pizza rolls were a good purchase. I'm content with that. Let's see how long we've been going. We are at... Oh, it's doing the 2-hour cutoff thing.
Oh?
Yeah, so it's fucking impossible for me to tell how long we've been going. That's a real issue with YouTube's new studio shit.
Oh, a lich. Good thing I already had a Tome of Power active, so I basically just killed him in one hit.
Good. Oh, let's see what we got going on. Let me like this stream. It's a good stream. Oh, shit. We actually already hit 3 hours.
Oh, damn. Well, we are at the end of a level here.
A level, but not the episode?
We're not even close to finishing this episode.
Damn. Okay. Well, once you hit the end, we'll call it.
Well, it's right here.
Oh. All right, we're going to call it. Pup says, I know it's not Corona because it's right in the areola as opposed to my actual lung. Oh, right. Pain. Yeah, we're going to call this stream here. Ryan's going to cook.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back and play some Grandia. Ugh. Sorry for the burp.
We're going to finish up these pizza rolls.
Don't leave a comment on this web zone if you want me to send you a pizza roll. I'll mail it to you in a post. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pup. Pup says, aw. But, we should be streaming Grandia by the time that you... 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we should be streaming Grandia by the time that you're waking up. So.
Yeah.
So, you'll get to see Grandia. Pup says, yay, Grandia. So, yes. Thank you for watching if you did, and I appreciate it. This is our first time doing keyboard and mouse at the couch. Ryan, good purchase, you think?
Yeah.
Worth $150?
I get to play shooters on stream, so absolutely.
Worth $150?
Absolutely.
Is it worth 150 of your dollars?
I mean, you want me to pay you back for it? I will.
Oh no, I'm just. Would you buy this?
No, because I don't have a place to use it. I got a little tiny.
All right,
room
that's
with
it for
no
the stream.
couch.
Bye.